Well, welcome back to Rolling the Riffs. And welcome to Borges.
Hello.
Unfortunately, it seems like we're switching out Borges for Dan today. At least we have Alteth to start with today.
Hello, y'all.
Well, maybe this time we'll actually have to fight something.
So, second game. Y'all ready to start?
Si, senor.
Yes, sir.
Yep, I'm here.
Alright, good. It's March 14th. It's been a day since your last adventure, saving the Federation of Magic Spy and discussing the Nightlands, which is what the entire next day has been spent on. Unfortunately, our local Nightbane man has gone missing.
Maybe he went to scout the Nightlands and got stuck.
That's potential. He did say he was going out for a day, so that remains to be seen. It's afternoon of the 14th. You're coming back to Papa Poe's. You walk in, bell rings to Papa Poe says, "Hey y'all again. Take a seat, I'll be right with you." As you come into the pub, a group of looker pack rats are just looker pack rats stand up and begin to leave. They pass you. One of them bumps you and say, "Hey, watch where you're going, man."
Bumps who?
Bumps Maverick, who's freshly joined to your group.
Give him the 1,000-yard cold stare and like twist my mustache just a little bit.
You might want to check your pockets, sir.
Was there any threat at all that I might have perceived from it?
No.
Nothing like that.
It's just an honest bump into, as far as you can tell.
Or a pickpocket attempt.
I'll go ahead and just tip my hat to him real quick and go.
Considering that I failed to roll to pickpocket, I would say no.
Yeah.
So you met your new companion Maverick at another bar that you went to while out for the day, and y'all quickly picked up and decided to travel together. Better safety in numbers, and usually more loot to go around.
And he's got guns, right?
Oh,
and he's a qualified shooter.
It's a lot like Wyatt Earp.
He's got guns. He's got a mustache. He's in.
So, in Papa Poe's, one of the pack rats turned the head into the back. You know the deal. Papa Poe has a small stash of weapons and armor back there for extracurricular activities. Black market. His brother, Tatpo, is also there, sitting at the bar, drinking some beer.
Cat Poe is there. We got to be on our best behavior.
Looking around, just kind of looking around the pub. Is there anyone else that looks kind of out of place or might be of any interest?
Well, there is a dog boy there. He seems to just be chowing down on some hamburger. It's not in coalition armor, so you can assume he's either undercover, which what are the odds of that, or he's a rogue one.
Does he take any notice of me?
He turns his head and shrugs.
Okay.
I feel like when you come in, you feel your psychic senses or magic senses, depending on which one you have,
Psychic.
more or less muted.
All right.
So,
well, that being said, I'll sit with my front facing the door, my back definitely not to the door. Just being a gunslinger, not letting people walk up behind me is probably a good thing. So, good night, son.
So you take a corner of the pub and
I
begin
will
to
take
order.
the round corner table.
Good
Yep.
night, son.
So you order your stuff, which will be
I'm just gonna get the burger again. That burger was good.
That burger was amazing. I'll get this time I'll take I'll take barbecue chicken wings. Ooh, can I get spicy? Spicy chicken wings?
yes, done your way.
I'll take a
Burgess,
small. I'll take a four-piece chicken wings. If I can
And,
get it for half price.
The Allies tab. There is a menu under the pub that you can look at.
Menu under the pub.
It took the time to make y'all a menu.
Oh wow. Alrighty then.
Try the Chi-Town chili.
I just
if you're
kind of
a
look up. So the waitress is there,
No, the only person who
No.
runs the pub is Papa
It's just
Poe himself.
Papa Poe?
He's
Okay.
the cook, the waiter, and the
Water with ice.
deja vu.
Literally.
I bet he's actually got money though. I actually literally had
I
no
do.
money.
He does have money, but he's not a drinker anymore.
Thirsty man.
They've got Psychola.
Oh hell no! Dulls the senses.
More than they already are in this establishment.
With the way everything's kind of dampened and stuff like that, just every once in a while, watch my hands kind of drift over my pistols on my hip, just to make sure they're still there, they're still charged.
One thing that's for
take
sure
the E-clips
that is, yeah, one of the
At the
rules
door,
in
we had
place.
to check our weapons.
SDC as well.
Yes, all weapons uncharged and unloaded.
Oh.
And large mechas outside or under the door, or under the stairs.
All right, well, I guess that's where my pistols are.
Yeah, same with my rifles.
You can still have them on you, but
Just can't have them loaded.
yeah,
Okay.
Papa Poe likes a good fight, but he doesn't like it to happen in his pub.
Well, if he knows anything about me, he knows I'm always armed, so it doesn't matter.
Psychic is a different story. Well, you really can't uncharge them.
Can lobotomize somebody.
You put cybernetics on them, but that's just kind of counterintuitive, ain't it?
It's a little expensive.
That too. So y'all eventually order, and after a little while, one of the pack rats that went into the back comes out. Now he's got a different outfit. He's wearing urban warrior armor and carrying a C-12 laser rifle.
Wow, not Plastic Man. He's a little more money than his buddy did.
Roll me a perception.
Everybody?
Yes.
I think I can do that. Oh, no.
Straight 20
that
roll.
suck. Ooh, that sucks.
Ouch.
I'm really enjoying those chicken wings.
These are so good.
Delicious. Oh my god. You guys should try this.
On the topic of that, it is probably the best chicken wings you've had in a long time. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Cobalt. You already okay. There you go. So
I don't get any modifiers or anything, so
easily though. Maverick, Cobalt, and Lan. You see him toss a paper airplane through it. It flips around the pub and then lands on your table in front of Cobalt.
Okay, I'll pick the paper airplane up and unwrap it.
Paper airplane itself has only 2 words on it. It
Explodes.
says UN, spelled U space IN in all capitals, with a question mark, of course. Between, in the middle where the main fold was, is a flash drive.
Anybody can tell me what this is? I don't know what this is.
Flash drive.
Do you know how to read it? What's on it? What's it do?
Should,
Does it flash? Is it supposed to be blinking?
No. Actually, I have a question for you, Pilot. Because the universal data port, you can just plug it in, right?
They work just fine in computers and wrist computers.
Oh wait, no, I've got a portable mini.
You plug it into your you could plug it into a head jack.
I've got a portable mini comp with me, so I can plug it into that. That way, I don't accidentally fry my brain.
Right.
It's got some kind of like super virus on it or something.
Malware.
Yeah, brainware. Bzz. So yeah, I'll pop it in my little. I'll clean my hands off because I've been chowing down on chicken.
Considering
Hold
that
on,
the
give me
head
a
jack
second.
considering that the head jack is a thing, I would actually think that malware for your head jack would be a tangible problem that you have.
Somebody
That you might
downloads freaking
face
400
one-
gigs of freaking like kitten porn.
Yeah, that's why coming from
Fluffy.
Shadowrun, I expect people to try and tamper with my cybernetics.
yeah, it'll go easily into your computer.
Okay.
Your main
Well,
comp.
we'll pop it in and see what it says.
All right, you load it in, and
You were so good at turning me on.
it has
Also,
a,
what did this say? I was guessing it's an American. I don't know. Can't read and write American.
yes, it's in
Oh.
American.
Yeah, like, so what's
you
this say?
in? Question mark.
Okay.
He's propositioning you. You should go and ask him.
So, of course, the description is in English. So, roll me a computer operation.
Oh. All right. Open a text file.
Download PDF.
All right. Well, you
That's
find
a
it quite
fantastic success.
you find it quite easily. Turns out that what they had on there seems to be quite important because it's the schematic of a sewer system that goes under the Firetown CS outpost.
Interesting.
There's a large on the notepad next to it. It outlines a plan that they're going to do to steal a shit ton of equipment from the outpost, including destroying a death head.
Ooh.
They've managed to acquire a large line of fusion blocks, which they're going to set underneath the landing pad through the sewers and detonate once.
So you're gonna
once
drop the
death
death head into the sewers?
Yes. Then they'll fight their way through and steal all the weapons in it, while a secondary group comes and slaughters topside as a distraction.
I assume since they gave
If
us
y'all
the
know-
schematics for the sewer, they want us to go and be the sewer group.
Yes,
Okay.
part of it at least. So if y'all have Streetwise, go ahead and roll me it. Good, at least someone has it. Now, does someone have it confidently? No, apparently not.
Actually, I mean, 30s. It starts at like 25, I think.
Yeah, at level 1's like 30%. There you go.
Fair enough. Well,
Oof.
based on what Papa Poe told you, that these guys are willing to start shit in order to get money. And considering that they're fairly well armed and protected, because at least one group of them has a big boss ATV, and the rest of them seem to be gearing up for NPC combat.
Yeah, weren't they also the ones that started the gang war?
Yes. The Looker City Rat gang is not quite someone to be trifled with. They have a bit of power within the local black market. So this
I mean,
could be
it sounds like fun to me.
Looks like a classic
be an-
smash and grab.
opportunity. Now, however, you might think this through, and perhaps the coalition could benefit from this. They could take down the Lookers.
Yeah, but who wants to benefit the coalition? I mean, the coalition want to kill me just for existing.
That's a fair point.
Me too. I fall in all three of their categories: a magic, psionic, DB.
That's inhuman and likes to kill people. All five.
See, I'm not gonna help them ever.
That's a fair point.
Kind of shafted on the murder the coalition department.
I've got no beef with them.
So much for warning the coalition.
Yeah. This is not a group that's going to be like, here, coalition, have some nice stuff. I think we've only got like one human, maybe.
We got a human and a half.
I'm
Yeah.
just a psychic. That's all. So it's all good.
Well, they
They
don't
don't
like
have-
psychics
they don't
much
have-
either.
They don't
I
have
mean-
beef with me.
Our Nightbane doesn't register as non-human. For all I
He's-
know,
But he is a
For all I know-
practitioner of magic.
when he's in his Nightbane form,
Sorcerers can cast spells outside of their Nightbane form too.
I know, but he's got a lot more potential.
It's true. That's
moving
true.
forward.
He also has those cool
So,
Nightbane
in-
powers.
In his human form, he just registers as someone who has really high PPE,
But not magic high.
but not like immediately tell like this guy's a magic user, kill him. No.
Get him.
And other than Cobalt's high PPE as well, he basically registered normal human.
Yeah, except for the PPE. That's the thing.
So by all means, we have at least 3 more or less normal humans. Let's call it 2.5.
It's got 2.5.
2.5. Man. Don't know how long I've been waiting to make that joke.
Down.
So,
All right. So, what do you guys think?
So
Should we do
does
Should
it
we
have
not do
anything
it?
on the? Does there anything on the computer chip or whatever the flash drive that says anything about like split or take or payout?
it's what you get is yours. So, assumption that what you take, the loot that you personally take, is yours.
Okay.
And considering that the Coalition Death Heads typically have a full loadout of weapons,
Yeah, they got tons of shit, tons of stuff in there.
Eyes, etc.
this could be a great way to get in with the black market. And if you want to go that route, that's kind of a dual-edged route right there. But
Well, I was also thinking it's just a way to shore up our own needs. We could kit ourselves out with coalition gear.
yeah,
Because that's a great idea.
It is. Black market does it all the time.
Yeah.
They got good stuff.
They have great stuff, but they usually have the muscle to freaking back it up if coalition comes and looking for it.
Well, I don't suggest we hang around flaunting the stuff.
Our whole plan originally was to bail out of the city pretty quickly, so we could do this, grab some stuff, and bolt out of the city. Maybe
Yeah, I mean,
sell
if we
what
could,
we got
you know,
for a car or something, some horses.
You pick something up that will take you out of the city with all the money that you could potentially get.
I will ask. How
too
about
bad
this?
we didn't have anybody who could fly the Death's Head. I mean, stealing a whole Death's Head, that would definitely set us up.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to give you that on a silver platter. I've done that with 2 groups already.
No, I don't
Not
think we have
happening a
anybody
third
that can
time.
drive it anyways. However, if they have a freaking Sky Cycle, I would jump on that.
Well, considering the Death Heads usually have an escort of Sky Cycles,
Right.
you wouldn't be unheard of. Right.
I'm in.
So-
I'm definitely
I
in.
was going to ask Pilot. From previous experience, does this plan seem pretty solid? What they've got on the computer?
It seems like it could work. It's a risky heist, considering that it's, coalition that we're talking about.
Well,
But
because yeah, I mean, there's what's in the Death's Head with just the troops alone is not something to sneeze at.
it's also worth noting that if this does go off, then Firetown's going to get the backlash.
And I'm not down for having innocents freaking caught in the crosshairs.
Because if they attack Firetown, that's why I was asking, do you want to warn them? Or do you want to go through with this? Because if you go through with this, there's potentially that Firetown could turn into town on fire.
Yeah, that's a good point.
DJ would like that.
That could be a fair.
Opinions, thoughts. I know Cobalt wants to do it. I'm
Yep.
50-50, not so much wanting to just get a bunch of random people murdered because somebody blew up a Death's Head.
They chose to live in the Coalition shadow. I mean, whatever falls on them falls on them.
Maverick, you said you didn't want to do that.
I'm out.
All right, how about you, Lan?
My guy just loves challenges, so if it's a challenge, he'll enjoy it.
Crumbopulous Michael. Ah, here I go killing again. I sure do love killing.
He's a sports hunter.
Okay, so he's that's right. I got to keep thinking about him like the Predator, but a Predator who will actually talk to you.
Pretty much.
Well, actually, I kind of screwed that up. My dude doesn't even have English as a American as a language. I know Alien and Dragonese.
Well,
Y'all been
almost
talking
everybody
in
knows
Dragonese
Dragon
this
Eve.
whole time.
I could translate.
So it becomes very hard to keep going through this once Cobalt has to keep translating Dragonese to the giant lizard man all day long.
I could totally make stuff up and he wouldn't even know.
Yeah, Raven's going to be with Maverick on this one. She doesn't want to get involved and get a bunch of people hurt.
On the bright side, I did come with a language translator.
On the other side of this,
That's
You
pretty much a
could-
speak and spell.
on the other side of this, you could go into, because most coalition facilities have some sort of main surveillance place. You could rig it that it shows exactly who's going for it. So you could rig it so that the lookers actually do get the blame.
Yeah, but
But that's the
the
risk.
coalition is more sledgehammer than they are scalpel.
It's true. When every problem when all you have is a hammer, every problem starts looking like a nail.
Yeah.
So you could go try to get them blame themselves. I mean,
Yeah, but then we're going to have the black market after us.
Not if they don't know who you are.
Okay,
I
let me
have
put it this way.
skills in that.
They just gave us the plan. If something goes wrong with the plan, who do you think they're going to look for?
People in town.
No, I meant like the lookers.
No one if they're destroyed.
I don't know if they would be committing every last person they've got to this.
Well, you could go ask them.
I'm of the opinion that if we're not going to help, then we need to have nothing to do with it. But you guys can do you.
Yeah.
I guess that's we'll politely decline and do the little paper airplane back to the guy with the
He's
flash
already
drive.
gone. The USB is yours now.
That's super smart. I have no faith that they're going to be able to accomplish this if they're just leaving their plans with random strangers.
Well, they're not leaving them with random strangers. I mean, they know that we got the crystal back from their warehouse without any bloodshed.
It's true. Papa Poe kind of vouches for us, and we got a guy out of town. They probably think we're anti-coalition through and through. Decently anti-coalition, not 100%. There are good people in the coalition. It's just the leadership sucks. Ginormous animal orbs. Trying not to curse.
Animal orbs.
Right. Well, you still have contact with the looker rats. You're just not going through with their heist.
Ah, son of a biscuit. Hold up.
Are you?
Yeah, myself.
No, I don't think we're going to.
All right then. Well,
Unless
interesting
Cobalt and
debate.
Lan want to go. I mean, if you guys want to go, that's fine.
No, splitting the party is not a good thing to do.
I mean, I just don't want to ire the coalition, right before we leave, and then just be like, you, next time they see us.
Yep. I love that song.
We're all listening to James's song.
Say again, Borges?
Did you see my message?
Yeah.
Can I? Palm, can I palm the drive? Can I, if it's sitting on the table, can I palm it without anyone noticing it?
Oh yeah.
You can try, right?
You can certainly try, and you can certainly succeed.
I like you have what's claiming. I want to make claiming checks.
Claiming checks.
Sorry.
Good spelling there, my dude. So.
Oh, yeah. See, dude, I was typing this all one-handed, so there's bound to be mistakes.
It's a fair point.
Well, either way, I think we need to go. It just would have been faster if we had a sky cycle.
One of us had a sky cycle. I mean, one person could ride on the sky cycle.
Oh,
We need is a
good enough for me.
car or a truck that can transport us all, because I can drive vehicles.
Doesn't somebody have power armor?
I'll take that as a no.
I thought somebody had power armor. I guess that character didn't make it through.
Maverick goes ahead and stands up from the table and stretches. He goes, "Well, I'm going to go dram the Rattler and go walking outside, see if anyone notices."
Considering there's a bathroom inside.
I'm used to pissing outdoors.
In public?
Go down an
I'm going to go around the alley and take a whiz.
All right, well, since we're not doing this and the lookers know that we know their plan, I think we need to leave before the plan goes off.
You can still make some money off of this if the right people show up with the information.
Oh, it's worth noting that about 20 minutes after discussing this, it's been about 20 minutes you've discussed whether or not to go through this, the pros and cons of going through with this. There's a little screen on the flash drive that says this message will self-destruct in 1 minute.
Well, since Maverick's the only one who has it, and he's currently outside with it.
Right?
So after a minute, you get a little bit of a shock. Nothing that's damaging, but the flash drive drops out of your sleeve, fried.
Kind of crumple it into the dirt or the mud and kind of scoop over it.
Yep. That's all I can do. Piss on it.
It's just gonna whiz.
Sparks again. Well, when you come back around, there's a guy with a wooden wagon pulling up. He's got a lot of knickknacks and gnarly shiny things. Seems to be a what's the word I'm looking for? I say knickknack. I already said that.
He's a pre-Rifts artifact trader.
He would be an artifact seller in this case. And not entirely pre-Rifts, since he does have a couple of things that you can see that are certainly not pre-Rifts. He does have a couple of a good amount of pre-Rifts books, and a lot of shiny things that look like they could be magic. His wagon is pushed by a mule.
Just an old.
It's pushed. Mule. It's not pulled. That poor mule.
Oh, but yeah, pulled. My bad.
Is he magical?
Not that you can tell.
I can sense psionic and magical practitioners within 50 feet.
When you activate that, no. Wait, that's on all the time, isn't it?
Yes, it's like the dog boy and Psystalker deal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, he's not magical. He's just a regular old man who's about 5 feet tall.
He is a short man. I'll take a look. I'll get up after paying Mr. Poe and Maverick taking a pee.
A total of 50 credits.
I'll head out and take a look at this man's wares if possible.
So did we split the 10,000 even, or just the two people that did any work took $5,000 each?
I thought we split it 4 ways.
Okay.
Yeah, split it 4 ways.
Wanted to make sure because I didn't put it on my sheet last time. So.
And yeah, neither did I. So I just wrote down 2,500. You did the work. We came up with the plan. Split it.
So man is drinking coffee as y'all come out, and he says, "Hey, how's it going? I got some gnarly wares. I got some wares up here, my friends. If you want to browse."
Yeah, you mind if I take a look?
Yeah, sure. There's a couple things over there. Some look ancient, leather-bound books. Some seems a little bit more higher tech. You see a couple antique pistols in there, along with.
I do a weapons quality check on them.
The weapons are absolutely ancient, but in fairly good order. You could tell they're made at least 500 years ago.
Wow, that could have been like the 1700s.
But you also figure that out because it literally says these things are over 500 years old. So, it has a label on them. 5-year-old, 100-year-old pistol.
It doesn't exactly make them good.
Revolver.
click, 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 click.
Ah, damn it.
and out
You guys
goes.
can't appraise nothing.
Yeah, we can't appraise
Crap.
nothing. We can't even do Streetwise apparently
But
today.
it's make a pretty good hammer.
Well, other than reading the labels on there, one of them catches Mackenzie's eye. It says charisma program.
Charisma program.
Charisma.
Ooh. Is it a chip? I assume.
Yeah, it's a little small chip that would fit right into a head jack.
Oh, nice. How much?
5,000.
I think I could afford that. Yes, I could. So I don't have any barter skills, so I can't talk them down. I will pay. I'm just going to check and make sure.
And Lan, another one catches your eye. It's a necklace marked the Huntress's necklace.
I'm sort of going to point to that as I pick it up.
That one's worth 2,000 credits.
I think I can afford that.
Sure, I'll buy it. I'll buy the thing.
All right, you get the charisma program for 5,000 credits, and the Huntress necklace for 2,000.
Yes, sir.
All right, the old man comments, "Say, that one's supposed to be magical. Say, if you have enough get enough good hunts on it, that something supernatural will happen. But that's just legend."
Is he talking to Lan?
Yes.
Okay, let's just
I'm
make
just
sure.
going to look at him with a blank look.
It's always a blank look. You've got like a dog face.
Actually, those are masks.
Like I said, it's a blank look always. Masks don't have expressions.
It's got to be awfully unsettling.
All right, well, you plug the charisma program in, and after a few minutes of calibrating, it's spat back out, and you have +1 MA permanently.
Hey! Still not quite enough, but still.
Hey, you've got an 11 now. You now got the highest MA in the group.
I have an MA of 7 now.
Oh, 7 now.
Also, Maverick still has the highest at 14.
That I do.
Huh. That is a gnarly mask.
That
It's
is
certainly
cool.
better than the one in the picture.
I thought so too.
What is it, the Predator over here?
Basically.
Son of a bitch.
Your shoulder hurting again?
Yeah.
All
And I'm
right.
all out of painkillers. And I don't have any weed, so
Yeah, Colorado.
I don't live in Colorado.
This is being broadcast, so
I don't live in Colorado, and I don't have any weed. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, we're not admitting that we have weed. We're just saying that we don't have any.
We don't have any. I didn't say anything else.
We're saying that we don't have any. Not saying that we. That
And
you
I
have
also
done it.
do not live in Colorado, so make your own assumptions.
This is not an offense in any way.
Yes, there's no offense given. Anyhow, goodness. Do any of the pistols, the revolvers look like? Are they worth? Are they worth my time?
They could be.
Hmm.
Most of them are
Maybe spare
single
part.
action.
Which is fine.
Ones
by me.
that have the little corner that you
Mhm.
turn out and load every single one manually.
Well,
They're
I can
mostly
always-
revolvers.
I can always use spare parts. I look at the man and be like, "What do you want for him?"
Oh, these will be a little less expensive. Yeah, they're still antiques. 400 credits. How's that sound?
I'll give you 250 for it, the bundle. There's no guarantee they work or how long they'll work for.
It's a fair point. That's why I'm selling them at 400.
I won't go any higher than 3. Take it or leave it.
Do you have barter?
I have fear. Let's see. No.
Both in the background.
And contraband. No.
I'm afraid I can't go any lower, my friend.
Is there any chance that you might have some contraband floating around here?
Do you ask him that, or?
No. Can I make a roll to see if he has any contraband?
Yes, find contraband.
Hey, you know where to find that.
Well,
right.
Yes. Back in the back, you see a couple. You see Aaron Tarn's book.
I go ahead and I turn and look at him real quick, and I'm like, "So, how much for me not to tell the coalition about your your volumes of Aaron Tarn back there?
You wouldn't do that to an old businessman, would you?
400 in those pistols would be good. I mean, 300 in those pistols.
Wait.
I will
You
pay
want
you
to shake
300.
down the old guy, but you don't want to go hit the coalition. Man,
Whatever.
who am I
The
running
coalition
with?
can cause the end of somebody's life. He doesn't know I'm like that.
You drive a hard bargain.
He's still getting 300 out of me. It's not like I'm taking him for everything.
Fine. You have the pistol for 300.
All right. Make it a deal. A tree.
Who's making kitchen drums in the background?
That would be one of the people who live here.
Do they know you?
So it was Cobalt, not the pilot in the video.
Yeah, mine is just the door slams and the cans of drink and the pizza.
Gotcha.
Not sponsored still, you know. We're not getting any money off of this.
Not sponsored content.
Yeah.
Sponsored content.
We're not monetized. There's no point in suing us at all. Well, there was going to be this whole thing about going around with old dude, but getting some share of his profits for protection. But you know, you've threatened him now, so now he's scared of you. Congratulations! I have to use the next game. I had to use the next adventure.
Well, shit.
Gosh dang it, Maverick.
Hey,
Are
you
you
guys
such
don't
a
want to
maverick?
attack the
You
coalition.
could have just flat out said no, and then I would have been like, all right. Could have called my bluff. I wasn't going to tell anybody. I wasn't going to get the old man freaking lynched.
I mean, with the coalition and, you know, this being the burbs, you can never know, man.
Right?
Especially the new burbs with Stuyvesant Heights and Josephtown, who are completely, you know, with the coalition.
Yeah.
You can never tell, man. You never tell who is and who isn't Nazi. Or human supremacist Nazi. I mean, would you call these guys Nazis?
What?
Nah,
They
whatever.
call them Nazis? Are they involved? Well, they have a racial superiority. Do they measure people's heads?
What? Did Nazis do that?
Yeah.
Huh.
To have the proper Aryan features. If they just blanket accept all humans and some coalition human enough
Well,
looking
they really
DBs.
they don't accept every human into the coalition.
Otherwise, there would be no such thing as the burbs.
Yeah, they have fodder. You know, there are humans that they use for fodder.
Yeah.
They have mass extermination camps. That's the SS, not really. Yeah. So, yes, they do have mass extermination.
I just call that extreme relocation.
Extreme relocation.
At least they aren't into slavery or anything. In fact, that's banned. They're humane enough to put them down instead of putting into slave camps. In fact, there's like one whole adventure thing that goes around once the war starts, that a rogue captain starts a slave camp, and it gets shut down, and he gets court-martialed and executed. And the coalition says, "We won't do this. We'll kill them humanely."
There a rifter about a slave camp at for the monsters that are the messed up mutants that come out of Lone Star.
I mean, they're fucked from the beginning.
I mean, they work in basically like a death camp.
Well, I guess
they're worked to death.
Yeah, but those are property. They get created. Those are failed experiments.
Those are mutants.
Make the distinction between one life form and another. Oh well, they're property. They don't quite count.
I mean,
they're mutants and not actual DBs.
I guess there is a distinction there, but still,
you know, monsters.
Pretty close. They're running pretty close to the gamut of being Nazis.
Yeah, that's only.
It quacks like a duck. It looks like a duck.
And a goose steps like a duck.
Yeah.
I mean,
the whole thing is skulls. So come on,
dude. Those are some pretty gnarly freaking uniforms. I tell you what, Germans had some cool uniforms back then.
Right. Well, this is sidetracking. So.
All right. Well.
Wave the man goodbye. Is there any way I can sell that charisma chip? Because obviously it's done its work, but I have a functional charisma chip. Can I sell it to make some money back?
No, because turns out once you put it into your head jack, it actually transfers, it cuts all the data and then pastes it over into yours. So it's an empty chip now.
Oh, well, I guess I'll pocket that then.
So yay, free data. Free data storage for the second time today. I mean, one self-destructed, but...
Good thing that wasn't in your head when it happened.
Yeah.
That would have sucked.
Ow, my head! I got a headache now.
All right.
So we can either turn to a life of crime.
Ooh, we lost someone.
Maverick, he popped out.
All right. That's probably a shoulder hurting. And he's back.
Sorry.
Maybe his shoulder stopped hurting.
No, I meant to move, like check on something, and I twitched and like clicked the button.
Oopsie.
So we need to either, find gainful employment with something that everybody can handle, or we need to start living a life of adventure, because hanging around Papa Pose is just not working.
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just FYI, just for my information, what is everyone's freaking alignment? Just so
that has not been shared.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm playing my alignment. I just want to know if I need to freaking change my alignment to go with it, because my backstory freaking kind of prevents me from doing anything that's.
No, it was a 50-50 split, so it wasn't just you.
All right.
So the more or less honorable.
Sorry. Pay no attention to that roll.
1d8. Random 1d8. Trying to decide which alignment you want.
I'm trying this freaking left-handed, man. I'm playing with my mouse left-handed.
Oh,
my
okay.
right-handed is freaking horse hockey.
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, right. So I click things when I don't mean to, and it takes me forever to function.
Yeah, that's a challenge right there. Going left-handed through an entire day.
Dude, I've been doing it for a week now. I'm a freaking gamer, and I just can't do it. I'm like, oh.
Did you switch the mouse stats to be left-handed at least?
Yeah, it's still difficult. It is what it is. All right.
I mean, especially when you're a right-handed person.
Right?
You need a
And you're-
trackball, so you only got to move your thumb.
Right? Well, I can't even get my arm up on the table. So.
Oh,
Makes
yikes!
that better. You know what'll start being better?
When I'm dead.
Oh.
No. 6 weeks from now, possibly. We'll see.
No, okay.
I've been
It's
living
not that's not an absolutely terrible time frame.
No.
You made 1 week, 5 more to go, right?
Right. Anyhow, okay, so gainful employment.
So the next day goes by. The day goes by, and while they're
We hear a
exploring,
large explosion.
the day goes by, and that evening, you find yourself going back to Papa Poe's, and you hear a growl coming from down an alley. What do you do?
Keep walking.
All right, let's go looking.
Oh man.
Keep walking. It's not our business.
It's not our business.
Don't look. I guess I'll approach the corner. I mean, I was pissing on that corner before, so I might as well go take a look. Make sure I didn't leave a baby or something.
Jesus.
I'll go take a
I'll
look.
check too.
I'll go down. We'll all go down.
It seems as you round the corner that there is something not right with this. There is a large creature, which used to be a monster, who is now seemingly dying. There's a long worm-like thing attached to it,
I don't do tentacles.
slowly turning red.
Mongolian
So
bullworm.
it's a giant leech.
Kind of, except it's flat.
Oh, I know about these things.
It's a giant tapeworm.
More or less. That would be what you can gather around it, unless someone's got DBs and monsters, or demons and monsters.
Have history post-apocalypse.
Nope. Anyone got lore, demons, and monsters?
Yeah, but I failed.
Damn it.
So you did.
Damn it, Cobalt.
Well, other than looking like a giant tapeworm mixed with a leech, can't tell exactly what it is.
Okay, if there's a clear indication that we need to skip town, that is it. I do not want to see one of those coming out of the pipes at me.
The creature that it's sucking is still alive, barely, and appears to be extraterrestrial in origin. So a DB creature, animal of some sort. It's probably about 6 feet high, and what you would equivalent it to is a bear that looks vegetarian.
All right.
A bear that looks vegetarian.
A vegetarian bear.
I've never quite heard somebody as you just look
thinking
at somebody
yogis.
and go, they're a
It looks-
vegetarian.
It looks like a bear. It looks like a panda bear, except it looks like a normal. It's a panda bear that looks like a normal bear.
It's like anthropomorphic, I assume.
Anyways, if we rip that thing out, it's probably going to kill it. So that thing's good as dead anyways. But we can try.
Well, you could always step on the giant tapeworm.
And then...
Oh, I should mention that this thing is about 6 feet long.
Well, obviously the tapeworm's hurting him, so I'm going to draw and take a shot at it.
Yeah.
Which pistol?
Well, I have my LP freaking laser pistol.
All right.
LP2.
All righty then. Draw that shit.
Smoke it.
At the strike. And what is the damage?
8
You
MD.
hit it through the chest and it disintegrates.
Do a little twirl. Drop it in my freaking holster.
Wait, the tapeworm has a chest?
The
I
main
wouldn't exactly
body.
say it has parts, but if I had to say it was anything, I would say it was its chest.
You hit it in the center of the tapeworm, more or less. About midway between the middle section of it and the head that's sucking on the creature.
How's the other one? What is the
Killed it?
vegetarian bear doing?
It's laying there weakly and now bleeding, but slowly.
Does anybody know any first aid on bears?
Oh, on bears.
Paramedic skill.
There you go.
That'll cover it.
Paramedic.
You simply wrap the thing in gauze and
Spit on it. Yeah.
duct tape.
Rub in some freaking chewing tobacco. Bandage it up.
I'll bandage him up a little.
The barrel looks fine, except it's just lacking a lot of blood. Whatever this thing is was slowly draining the blood instead of having a full meal like some sort of, like a vampire would.
So,
After you leave this little encounter, roll me another Lord DBs and Monsters.
About time.
Alright. You think about it, and after a few minutes you realize that thing was a vampire flatworm.
that was a vampire flatworm. We're definitely leaving.
Don't they like
Things
they
known for
they
being
hunt-
giant tapeworms for blood.
they hunt like lone targets, right?
Yes.
They
And
usually
drain
attack
them
people
of
from behind.
a couple pints of blood a night before the victim eventually dies.
Woot woot. First kill of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
killed a worm.
And look, Dan's here as well.
Hey, Dan.
Dan made it. Maybe.
Oh, did he?
Well, the next
Hello?
morning comes around and Papa posts, Dan is back. And y'all
Dan?
realize that it's about time that y'all get out of town. Between the looker rats about to attack Firetown, the Firetown outpost, and the vampire, the vampire
There's vampire
flatworm.
tapeworms, and it's time to go.
And I pissed
Y'all
off
have
the vendor, so
Y'all have to
Okay.
figure out a way to get out of here.
So I wake up to vampire tapeworms and what?
yeah, exactly.
The city rats are going to attack the coalition outpost in Firetown. They wanted us to come, but it was a 50-50 split. Like, we got 50 white hats and 50 black hats, so we
There's a
decided
bunch of-
that apathy was the best course of action on that one.
Yeah, city rats attacking the coalition. That can't go wrong at all.
Would be fun.
It'd probably go less less backlash if y'all win on it. At
Right?
least toward the looker rats. But you're still in good graces with the group, so
Yeah, I just overslept, that's all.
all right, welcome back.
He overslept for 36 hours.
Hey, sometimes you need the extra little bit of sleep.
Yep.
Dan went out to another place to get some sleep that wasn't Papa Po's. Went to an actual good hotel.
So we need to find a way out. Do we have a link into the freaking the bounty hunter net or anything like that from this point from Papa Post.
Other than the occasional odd job, no.
No, nothing like that. There's no black market freaking outlet where we can take a look and see what jobs are out available on freaking in Merktown or anything like that.
There's
Well, Merktown's a ways away.
and Merktown is still being established right now, so you know. So two things. Kingsdale would be the place to go to find that stuff.
Well,
That's a bit of
Kingsdale
we can book transport or freaking hoof it.
can always hoof it.
Let's walk. Let's see what happens when we walk to Kingsdale. That's like at least several hundred miles of ground traffic through Rift's Earth. Let's do it.
Sounds like a great idea. Let's do this.
Well,
Hey, can I rent a car or something?
approximately 325 miles from where you are.
Hey, can I find some old beat up pickup truck, like a
Average of
a
6 to
Toyota
7
Hilux or something,
Yay.
and we
Pilot.
can drive that?
Unicycle, anything.
Right. Well, I guess that would be under find contraband.
None of you guys actually started with a vehicle?
I fly,
No.
so I didn't really
fly.
worry about it.
over long distances, I fly. Now I can carry people with me.
Oh,
Not efficiently, but can.
We should just
Okay.
rig a bunch of harnesses together, and because he has supernatural strength, and then he can just fly us all at once.
He's got land in one arm, and
okay.
Lan is holding two of the guys.
I've got hover cycle, so you know.
Yeah, I got that too. That's why I wanted a sky cycle.
Well, I do have Mystic Portal.
The heck's that do?
He could open a rift anywhere.
It makes a mini rift.
How far can we travel on that?
Other dimensions.
Yeah, let's open a random rift and go through.
Right in the middle of coalition territory. How could this possibly go wrong?
Well, the only reason you were able to altogether open a rift last time is because you had the extra energy from the Techno Wizard.
Mystic Portal only takes 60. I can open one.
Doesn't it only work for you though?
That's what I'm looking up.
Well, on that note, it's time to. Y'all can go about this any way you want to. Getting transport, getting a rift somewhere, hiring a shifter to help you out,
Well, we can always hit up a used car lot and freaking rob it.
So that's one way to go about it. Again, this is your game. Choose your own adventure. I'm
I
just
liked
historical.
walking. Honestly, I really did. That was a viable
It
thing
is
for
viable.
me.
Let's do this. Walk out of coalition territory. Let's do this.
All right, so that's your plan, or is that a joke?
I'm
Oh,
gonna say
it was my
can
plan.
we go find? Is somebody willing to sell us a shitty Chevy S10 or something? You can hold us all.
Well, you got to think there's not like roads, so
Oh, it's a truck. It can go off road.
it will all be off road. Won't be getting much mile per gallon with that.
Probably do. We could find out little towns on the way, right? And some of them got to have gas.
Yeah,
we could
there's little towns
exchange
on the
food
way,
and shelter for gas. Or food, shelter, and gas for like odd jobs around the towns.
Colt, roll me.
Well, as
Colt,
far as
You're back.
oh, it was Dan that did that. Dan,
yeah,
you were the one who did the hypnotic gaze when we went over to the
No,
warehouse.
that was me. That was Cobalt.
Okay. Cobalt.
No,
all
I
right,
can-
okay.
I cannot do the hypnotic gaze, but I can compel someone magically to do something.
Right.
It lasts
right,
for
hypnotic
24
suggestion,
hours.
That's what I meant. So, roll me a quick perception. Cobalt. Right? Yeah, Cobalt.
Yeah, I don't
Hypnotic
notice
gaze.
nothing.
All right. Well, you completely forgot about the whole hypnotic gazing the warehouse, dude. Anyone else who went there and peeked in
I know some people looked in from outside.
I
I
did.
looked in for outside.
All right. People who looked in from outside, roll me perception.
I'm sorry, I didn't know what we were doing, so I went to
This is memory. All right, Lan. You vaguely remember there being a pickup truck at warehouse.
Okay.
You also remember that the lookers also have access to a couple of military grade vehicles as well, including at least one big boss. Maybe something bigger.
Yeah, but if we go to the lookers, they're going to want our help with the coalition hit in order to give us anything.
That's a possibility.
How much would they want for the truck?
Well, they're always looking for a profit, considering that it's a pretty popular ATV. It'd probably be in the 10,000s, maybe somewhere.
I don't think any of us have that much. Well, if we waited 2 weeks, we'd have 20 grand.
I can sell my freaking hover cycle.
I've got 10,000.
Look at this guy.
I've got 8,000.
Only got 1,000 left after spending 5 grand. Have to do the math
And
real quick.
I'm a terrible gambler. I don't have much money.
I can conjure wood. Any kind. Hey,
I mean, I guess you could get a part-time job at least one place in Stratton Heights or Firetown or something.
I mean, a lot of in the burbs, a lot of buildings are still made out of wood. So
All right, Jim,
yeah,
I'm gonna have to step out. I can't do it. I'm in too much pain. I'll catch you
sorry
guys
to hear
next week. I should be better next week.
All right then.
I'll feel better, man.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm
It's okay. Have a good
Really
one.
good.
Feel better, man.
It's all good, Borges.
I'll catch up with you guys.
you take
All
care
right, well,
of yourself.
on that note, I think we'll take a small bio break while y'all decide a course of action.
Okay, now Maverick's gone, so we can actually shift the balance of power to attack the coalition because only one person will be voting no.
I agree. Let's attack the coalition.
Yeah, that'll go over so good.
I think Dan may be opposed to attacking.
we
the
have
coalition.
the cover of all of those stupid city punks, those city rats, also attacking.
Okay, they
So-
want to attack which coalition outpost?
The outpost in Fire City, in Firetown.
The outpost in Firetown.
They have maps of the sewers. They want to put fusion blocks underneath the Death's Head transport, drop it into the sewers, raid the Death's Head transport while people are distracting them up top. So it's like a two-pronged attack, and we could help with the Death's Head transport and just take everything we take as ours.
Okay, so they're wanting to put fusion blocks attached to the street underneath the Death's Head transport.
Well, it's not the street; it's the base.
Okay, under the base.
Mhm.
They want to put those blocks under the base to where it blows out a hole big enough for the Death's Head transport to fall through and get stuck, I'm guessing.
You
I
have to
have
fall
one
all the way.
Correct.
Potential hitch for their plan. Can't the top separate from the bottom?
That thing has what is that? It's got hover jets on it. You could just fly back up out of that hole, whatever hole.
Well, that's the thing. You drop it and you attack so that they can't fly out.
That'd be some cold shots against those small targets. Try to take them out.
No.
Before-
Like they have the back open because they're unloading, right? Or they're loading, one or the other. You drop the floor out from underneath it while they're doing that, and it falls down with the back hatch wide open. And then you just gotta raid inside through the already open hatch and get what you can and take out the baddies.
Well,
It's not like they can unload it without opening up.
well, the question is there any way to be under it and still see the Death's Head through like a sewer grate or something like that?
I don't know. We'd have to go check it out.
Because I got a simpler thing than a explosion.
Well, I mean, this is their plan, so we'd be following their plan. I'm pretty sure is what would happen. They just want us as extra muscle. So, and they just want extra people to take care of guys, grab everything they can, and bail. So it's basically a smash and grab. They're gonna get in when the Death's Head collapses. All the guys on top will be confused as hell. While we're underground assaulting the Death's Head, a bunch of guys will pop up on top and start shooting up the base. So they can't get to the Death's Head because they're under attack.
Okay.
Then, we just run, and then I guess they'd have some kind of way of telling their dudes, hey, we made it out. And then they'd probably disengage, and the coalition are left there like, what the fuck? And then when they finally get the Death's Head out, they're like, oh shit, they stole all our stuff.
Okay. So this is going to be pretty much snatch and run.
Yeah, it's a smash and grab.
Smash and grab. Okay.
It's not quiet. It's not subtle. I mean, it's going to be loud.
How are we getting back out? Are we going back out through the sewers or
they had the details of the plan on the USB that we studied. I'm sure Pilot could tell us, but when I asked him if it was a sound plan, he said, yes, it looks like it could work. It's risky, but it looks like it could work. So that would include, obviously, entry and exit from both the Death's Head above and below ground. So the guys up top got a plan for getting away, and the guys down below got a plan for getting away. Now, we could always separate and go a different way. But one of the things that Maverick brought up that was a good point is that obviously when this hit goes down, if the coalition doesn't know it's those rat guys, their sledgehammer is going to turn on Firetown. Because they're just going to try and burn the town they're going to blame it on the magic users, and they're going to turn Firetown into on Firetown. And so it's a toss up, do we want to participate in an op, get a bunch of money potentially? If it goes south, we'll have the coalition target on our backs. If it goes well, we get away, but no matter what happens, the town's going to get it from the coalition.
Well,
unless y'all blame it on the looker rats.
Unless we reveal their plans.
That's good. Not like they can't take the extra heat.
So, out of character, the entirety of this operation goes down. The entirety of this operation, Fallout, is in your hands. Depending on what you do and what precautions you take, and what actions you take to cover your ass. So what do y'all think?
Well,
I know it was kind of tough.
I want to do the hit. I'll back you up on that. But, if it goes south, it can get ugly.
And there's that danger.
Plus, speaking out of character, Death's Head has a shitload of MDC. So, getting in and out may be a problem.
Well, that's why I said if you do it while they're already got the hatch open.
What can stop them from closing the hatch back up?
the fact that we've already rushed in, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to be expecting to all of a sudden be dropped underneath into the sewers.
They may not, but if they close the hatch back up, you're kind of stuck inside, having to pretty much blast your way out.
I'm pretty sure there's controls to open the door on the inside.
Yeah, there probably are, but
The idea they have to get inside is to go through the eye porthole.
Oh, you mean the reinforced glass porthole?
Yes.
All right.
The whole, they're not that tough. I mean, they got fusion blocks. Put a fusion block on that, and it'll go right through it.
No.
Yeah.
It take a lot of fusion blocks.
Fusion blocks go up to 46 times 10, man.
Yeah, it has more
They
than
have
that.
heavy fusion blocks.
The forward observation windows that are eye-shaped have only 80 mega damage.
I thought it had a lot more than that.
No.
So at most it'll take 2 heavy ones.
All right. Y'all want to go for it? Let's go for it. Make a decision.
I already said I would do it. So if y'all are willing to do it now, I mean, me and Lan are down for attacking the coalition.
I'm down for it.
So the only question is Raven going to pull the veto power, or is Raven coming with?
Well, let me see. I forgot what I made her alignment. Unprincipled.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you got to think the coalition might think that everything's a hammer, but they're not going to think that the regular people, civilians, conducted a military raid on their outpost.
That's possible.
I mean, that's true, but you're also not thinking like an angry bunch of guys who got their buddies killed.
Or just let them see certain DBs and make them think it was DBs and not magic users.
Either way, going to be putting the blame on someone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like coalition patrols, they get attacked in the burbs, and they don't flatten the whole burb.
Depends on how
Most
many
of the
they
time.
lose. Yeah, depends on how many people.
Right, this is what we'll do.
Coalition soldiers get killed. Then they might decide that, hey, we need to glass this place.
Raven will agree if we go to the Junkrat guys and they guarantee they're going to give us the truck for helping out.
Sounds good.
We can do that if you guys want. I will but you got to convince them that they'll give us a truck before the mission starts. We can have that truck in a spot for us to bail the fuck out. As soon as this op is done, obviously we're going to pile in the back of this truck and haul ass out of town.
Why not have it waiting outside?
That's what I'm saying.
I would rather that it'd probably be smarter to leave through the sewers. Because then we have a lot of places to come up and they won't exactly know where. But if we leave in a pickup truck, there's going to be Samus watching.
Oh,
I'm
saying, yeah, obviously. We're going to leave through and then we're going to get the truck and then we're going to leave. I'm not saying we're going to drive the truck there. No, we'll stash the truck somewhere and then we get out of the sewers, get to the truck, and then drive away.
No, I'm fine with that.
Get the sewers and head out of town and have it waiting, close to the edge of town where we can just drive out.
I'm pretty sure we can buy a camo net somewhere.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, then let's go talk to them. Mr. Cobalt, you're going to have to use your stare, my guy. Convince him to use the truck.
Upon asking Papa Poe where their hideout is, he gives you a location, which is southern Center Court Burb, which is near the warehouse that you raided a couple days back.
Well, we knocked on the door and asked nicely.
No, I just looked at
Raided
the,
with quotation marks.
no, I just looked at the picture that y'all put up for Papa Poe.
Yes, it's George Clooney.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I'm gonna get him art of him commissioned. I don't got it yet.
You must use them in a lot of campaigns then.
I do use them in a lot of campaigns. Every classic Riffs campaign I've ever done, I've had Papa Poe. He's been running Papa Poe's pub. He's a reoccurring character. He's one of my favorites.
All right. Well, let's go talk to the lookers.
Right. So you find the Looker's hideout, which seems to be a little underground place that is disguised as a rock band studio. And not really disguised, considering that they do have rock band actually playing there. That's pretty ironic. They have an entire room dedicated to large servers and their amount of hack rats. You can immediately pick out the famous DJ from the group, considering that he has a backwards hat that has large letters named called DJ on it. What is a bit concerning on his back, though, is what apparently means. On his jacket, it says "Don't join."
What though?
Don't join the coalition. All right. Well, do I see the guy who dropped the chip?
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to head over towards him.
He looks at you. All right. So you decided to
Condition.
come.
With a condition.
Name it.
That truck, we want it when
Yes.
this job is done.
The big boss? Listen, if we pull this off right, you have an APC at your hand.
Yeah, we don't want the APC.
Plus, I don't think anybody can drive an APC.
If we pull this off, you can have the APC. We want the big boss ATV.
All right. Well then.
We don't want the APC. We can't drive it, first off.
Well, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. We don't want
Yeah, and it's gonna be one of those big ass coalition APCs. So
Everyone
talk
got
about
music
playing
on.
target.
Everyone got music on Roll20.
I do, yeah.
I don't know if I've got it on or not. Let me look. Looks like I do have it on.
All right. So they gather around the group, along with the guy who gave you the flash drive. Two other familiar faces are there. It's Jay and Chris. They're in on this. So the leader comes out. He seems to be, he's a dog boy. All right, here's the plan. We have a stockpile. We have a stockpile of C4, plastic explosives, and fusion blocks. There's a large point that goes, there's a large area that goes right under the main landing pad. The one that they use for death heads and some of their helicopters. We're gonna blow the perimeter of that up. It collapses, the death head goes down. Then we go through the eyes. While secondary group points to Jay and Crystallis and a group with them. And the group behind them, they go in and cause fucking chaos. This group is supposed to be carrying a Spider Walker and around 96 men and 2 APCs.
So standard loadout.
Yes. Our goal is to steal the personal weapons, as much armor as we can carry, eclipse the works. Personal weapons. I'm not getting anything big right now. If you have an opportunity to get the APC or any Samus, that's what you go for. There should be usually a dozen standby Samus. We go through the bridge. We take down them. They won't be able to raise the alarm for the Death Head. They do have security on site. If we can get that down, then we don't have to worry about covering our tracks at all. Do we have any volunteers with that?
So you have a above ground team and a below ground team, right?
Yes. Below ground team is snatch and grab. Above ground team is just smash.
Above ground team smash. Guess I'll join above ground team.
So their main cargo is standard cargo. They're equipped with a dozen first aid kits, complete with RMK kits, food and water accommodations for 288 soldiers for 2 weeks, 144 C-12s, 48 C-10s, 96 C-14s, 48 C-27s, and 24 rocket launchers. They also have 144 mini missiles and 1,440 Eclipse. There will be 12 Samus on standby between the main cargo hold and between the main troop hold and the bridge. That's where a cargo hold is. Along with the brig, we'll bust out of the prisoners that are there. Once we have as much equipment as we can get, we're gonna blow that shit the fuck up. The nuclear core is on the second. It's on the second underside of the bridge. We get to that. We plant 3 fusion bombs on it. Fusion blocks on it. The whole system goes boom.
They're gonna nuke the Death Set.
I think they're gonna cause it to have a catastrophic failure, like a shutdown. I'm pretty sure those things don't go nuclear, or there would be nuclear waste from any power armor that went up anywhere.
There you go. The thing has safeguards that prevents it to go for nuclear, but it should cause catastrophic failure and plenty of explosions. It'll cripple the Death Head.
Yeah.
It'll show that the Coalition aren't invincible. And then we get paid. And a shit ton of equipment. We don't have to go with Papa Poe anymore for equipment, except for armor. With that, we find out that Papa Poe is in fact the main black market consultate in Center Court. Do it with that information what you will.
Okay. I think we should all see it together. We should either all go top or all go bottom.
Well, if we want less people to see us, we should go bottom. If we want to get out of the city quicker,
I'm fine with being on bottom.
We should
let's go down. Because that's where the loot is too.
Carry everything we can. Hell, I would love to carry out some anti-tank rockets. That would be fantastic.
I just want to carry out like 2 crates full of Eclipse. You know how much money that is?
That's true. That's a fair point. Maybe a crate of mini missiles too. How to do an underbarrel mini missile launcher.
I think the blowback would be nasty.
They're like soda can size. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll figure out how to jury rig it into a box launcher. How about that?
Well, if you're wearing MDC EBA, it wouldn't matter.
That's fair enough.
All right.
All right,
Y'all
so-
going? Going downstairs?
Going on
Yeah,
the
we're gonna go downstairs.
I am going
Alright.
to say, Mr. Pilot, I'm going to go ahead and Raven's going to take a little bit of time before the job. She's going to put on her new shiny Crusader armor, was it? And
Yeah, the Crusader's the tougher stuff.
she's going to do her, she's going to change her appearance so she looks like a different person.
Cyber disguises. I love those.
And I'll find a picture for you guys of somebody randomly.
You can keep your token the same because that's what it's going to look like when you go back.
I need to pick up like just some crappy SDC SWAT armor or something.
What for?
So that they don't see my tattoos and ID me by them later.
You need SWAT. Don't worry, they give you any armor and gear that you need. The look of rats.
Cool.
Give you armor and gear that you need, short of actual power armors.
I mean, you could just buy tearaway clothing. Or
They don't have those.
have,
but-
Well, I imagine that I'll get holes blown through it eventually.
oh yeah.
But I want to try to avoid using my magic if I can on this.
I will probably
Thing two.
not.
I'm gonna be honest, I think my mask is a little identifiable, but it's a point of pride that they always wear them.
Yeah, usually.
until they're destroyed. But then
Handgun.
right, they shouldn't have any skeleton here. They already have a platoon on the ground, but they're up through the city patrolling, so you should have at least an hour. We should have at least 30 minutes before the Skelebuts come around, and by that time, we should be.
If we're
in and
still
out.
fighting at that time, we're done anyways.
So you realize around the room that, despite being fairly small, the group looks pretty well equipped. It's about 60 to 70 actual rats. Look at rats. And you know you're going into hot water because there's 96 coalition soldiers. And 2 APCs.
Well, the APCs should be on the Dust Head transport, which means they can't really bring their weaponry to bear.
That's true. So you're more or less safe. Right, so the cockpit crew is the smallest part. There are 20 soldiers that patrol around the cargo bay. There are 20 soldiers that patrol around the main cargo bay, and 5 that'll be in the armory. At least two of them, are trained with Samus. So we'll have to identify those. Should be able to do it by their helmets, and take them out first before they manage to get in their Samus power armor. Once we get to that, they'll be going for it immediately, because if we don't smash the alarm, then they'll hear that the bridge is being attacked. There are 9 crewmen, 1 pilot, 1 co-pilot, 2 gunners, 2 communication engineers, and 3 technical officers. Gunners should be the easiest. They'll be still trying to man the side guns. Technical officers shouldn't be wearing any armor.
Well, if they're silly enough to not wear armor, that's easy.
If they are, well, we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a coalition soldier that doesn't at least wear light Dead Boy armor.
They have like regular uniforms. They only wear the armor during obvious combat situations or potential combat situations.
Or when they're moving military hardware.
So you're ready to go with through with this?
Let's go.
All right. So the next day comes, and then night comes. If I'm keeping track of my days correctly, it is the night of March 16th. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, you find yourselves at the sewer entrance, which is a pretty good walk away, but not entirely out of the scope of the base. Out of reach of where they can see you. It's 11 p.m. And it's 11 p.m. when you drop down into the sewer.
All right, and what time are we planning on hitting them?
11:15. You have 15 minutes to get to there and set up all the charges.
All right, let's get a move on then. Get a move on.
Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom.
I hope there's no monsters in the sewers.
Shit. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Area revealing. The schematics came in handy. It's a good thing you saved them to your computer. So now you know where to go. You get to the area where you believe that the landing pad is. This general area right here. And this is where you're going to plant the charges. Most of them will be medium with heavier charges for deeper craters over on this side. So that's where the head of the death head falls.
Okay, so that big square in the middle is actually like hollow.
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually it's actually underneath the landing pad. So, judging on what you're seeing, that's about what it would be.
All right.
Oh, we're screwed, guys. That's Wayland Yutani Corp.
Gotta love the Bayable tokens here. At least they had more than one landing pad this time.
This big square area, like there would be a landing pad in the middle.
So, you go around, set up the charges. They've all been rigged to fire at the same time.
Does anybody here have actual demolition skill, or is it the city rats doing all of it?
So your rats have it rigged to a charge detonator.
Demolitions, what's that?
If anyone wants to modify it real quick to make a bigger boom, you could roll demolitions.
Yeah, I
I
decided
have
not.
military fortification, so I could tell you where to put them.
Doesn't look like
The
anybody's.
best boom. Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be modifying the fusion blocks today.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Oh no, sir. Sorry.
Darn, no, I'm kidding.
God,
It's not
it was
my skill.
critical for you guys to rely on a scale that I told you not to have.
Right. So you'll eventually get it done and retreat back to the waiting area.
Are they going to signal us by radio when it's time, or did we synchronize our timepieces or some such?
Yes, you synchronize your death watches. Gentlemen, synchronize your death watches.
Death Watch, what's that?
But wait, no, there's more. No.
This is a bucket.
That's not
My
how you make
God.
cream pie.
He's like, my God.
No. Ready? Set.
Boom.
Roll initiative.
Yay, initiative.
An initiative. I gotta click on myself.
I forgot to click on myself, but I got a 17.1.
2.5.
I forgot to put in the armors real quick. Oh no.
Click on myself.
Did we?
And
We'll have light armor.
I don't
8
think I have.
bonuses. Wow.
Is there a specific button I'm supposed to push?
It's on the combat part of your sheet.
Combat part of my sheet.
Alternatively, you could just roll 1d20 and then add your bonuses.
On the hand-to-hand combat skill.
It
Yeah.
should also be in the basic tab at the very front. There's an initiative button as well. Same with perception.
I prefer that y'all roll the actual one so I can keep track of.
You have to click on
Okay,
your token and then click the initiative.
You have 5. Raven, you have 5 actions, right?
Pretty good.
Right. So, wait, why does Lan have 2?
I only
Why
have
does Raven
4
have to-
attacks. I only have 4 attacks per action. Or per pass.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
don't see an initiative tracker button.
Just roll 1d20 and then add your initiative bonuses.
Okay.
Easier for me to put in anyway. I think it goes without saying that Raven is going first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled the 2.
17.
Yeah, I had one of those initiative things set up for a game
damn.
before, but I just did not do it. On this
Rolled
one.
the 7.
Yay, 7.
It's still technically higher than Lan.
Grand total mine's a 10.
I don't
I
get
see
5
the button
attacks
now.
per melee until level 4. Holy shit, does my fucking to hit go up like mad crazy? I guess that's the advantage of hand-to-hand commando.
Alright. And this is a surprise attack. They lose an action. Yay! So you have 1 action to destroy the window, which is hopefully enough.
And
Well, aren't we putting a fusion block on it? Or
Things
2?
go boom. The whole thing,
Yeah.
the whole system goes down. It's now
It's
underground. Time to add the music. And to those watching, I remind you that we can't have music here because it'll be a copy.
Oh, Hagley's Hope.
Yeah.
I know. It's just a joke.
There we go. So you'll quickly go to the front, to where the death head is. And start blowing that shit up.
Yep, we're gonna whoever's the rats that have the fusion blocks, 2 per eye portal should do it.
Yep. If you want to do some extra damage to it, you can go ahead and roll that.
I use a sword, so
Ammo.
yeah, I am not staying in range of the fusion block explosion.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have 2 swords. I remember now.
Gosh, Pilot, you don't even remember our characters.
Should have probably put this in long ago.
I am gonna activate my my main protective tattoo though.
All right, you hear in the distance, you hear Jay yell, "All right, let's fucking do this!" Ah! They hear a blasting of metal, and then laser fire begin to break out in the distance. And then y'all are pulled back to the side, and then the eye goes boom.
So they only did one and not both of them?
Yes, eyes. My bad. Eyes go boom.
Charge!
Of course, he's the first one in.
So you go in, and through the smoke,
Yelling
you are
bonds at me.
greeted with a couple people. All of them have dead boy. All but 3 of them have dead boy armor on them, and all of them are carrying C-18s. Yeah, C-18s. Laser pistols. What do you do? You have the surprise on them.
Well, we wait for Raven to go first, and then we.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll shoot. I'll shoot. You said all but 3 of them are wearing Dead Boy armor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess I'll shoot. Gonna vaporize some dude, but I guess I'll shoot. Because you said they all have C-18s, so I might as well get the guys that are unarmored, so you can get as many of them down as possible. So I'll go ahead and shoot with my heavy duty ion blaster at one of the guys, one of the unarmored guys.
All right, roll your strike.
Did you miss?
No, you missed. Smoke got in your eye.
I don't know what's the to hit in this game. I'm not used to that.
It's 5 for melee and 8 for ranged.
Okay. All right, I didn't know that. I'm so used to Shadowrun where I roll against somebody's dodge to see if I hit them. So okay.
Well, that's the minimum you got to roll with
to make them dodge.
Yeah, to make them dodge. Your roll
considering that they're lasers.
Your guys' turn.
All right. I will go through next. And are any of the unarmored guys, are they close enough to where I can use paired strikes to take out 2 at the same time?
Roll me a perception.
Okay.
Yes, there are 2 technical officers that are standing close enough to be double killed.
All right, I will do that then.
All right, so now roll your strike. All right, well played.
Oh.
Suddenly, mass volume of laser fire.
They're still coughing up.
Oh, why did it roll parry when I wanted to roll damage? It's weird.
I don't think it matters because they're both non.
I'm just checking my sheet. So.
Right. You cut them both in half. Like knife, like
a vibroblade through butter.
Yeah, knife through hot butter. Like they're butter, and your swords are hot knives. They're knives, and your swords are hot butters.
It would technically still work as intended.
Right. So next person, it is Land's turn. You hop on through the eye. And into the bridge.
Do I see the Samus pilots?
No, they're still a doorway.
Right now, we're trying to kill the bridge so that they don't sound the alarm.
Okay. Who's the closest to the alarm then?
There's one technical officer that has his hand over a console.
And I'm gonna put my claws through his face.
I like it. Annihilate him.
Calling out Mortal Kombat moves.
Finish
Finish him.
Finish him.
Well, I think it's safe to say that he got his head.
Predator
Splat.
wins.
Predator win. This is funny because they had the Mortal
Fatality.
Kombat X had Predator in it.
Did, yeah.
Good game, by the way. They're finally making number 11. I'm not sure where they're going to go from here.
I haven't paid attention since like 3.
Fair enough. I mean, number 9 has a good story and all. But that's beside the point. We're getting off getting off topic. All right, that's all 3 technical officers killed. Dan, it's your turn.
What all am I seeing now that they've done their attack? What's left?
6 guys in Coalition Dead Boy.
Yes, it's all in the guys in Dead Boy armor left.
Okay.
And there's only 4 of them.
Well, I'm going to pretty much leap forward at one of them with a claw attack.
I'm assuming you transformed before this all went down.
Yes.
All right, good. You gotta roll a claw attack. You managed to hit one. Where do you claw attack at?
Pretty much across the main body.
All right, main body.
Yeah.
Right. So roll your damage.
Should I have rolled damage?
No, they were squishy. If you're doing mega damage, they're dead. He's rolling damage because he's attacking somebody in Dead Boy armor.
$74. Okay, he's an action, so it's 1. 29.
Yeah.
All right, you make a pretty good claw mark in that thing, but it's not broken through. The Coalition soldier that you're attacking is stupid enough to make this move, and he punches you. It does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. However, the rest of them are now focused on the other 3 are now focused on killing Cobalt. Cobalt, you have 3 C-18s trained on you and firing at you.
Okay. I
You
get
wanna
shot
try
3
to dodge
times.
him?
Nah.
All right. Ba ba ba. The 7 plus 6 plus
around
7.
20. Alright, I have 130 MDC left of my force field, essentially.
This game is balanced. I'm kidding. It's balanced though.
It's 100%. Yeah, this game is balanced. 3 dudes did less damage than 1 guy.
It's inwardly balanced.
I don't think
balance
this game
it-
was ever meant to be balanced.
Yeah, it's meant to be batshit crazy. All right, Raven, your turn.
All right, well, I'll take another shot. I'll take a shot at the damaged Coalition guy. Yeah.
Shooting into melee combat.
Does it take a negative? I don't know.
It's good. Good noodle.
If you hit me, I will bite you.
It doesn't hit you, at least. Or she doesn't hit you.
And,
Roll that damage.
3d6, 11. The statistical average, 343.
40. You, between that hole and the scratch, you can hear inwardly inside his helmet as the sound comes throughout his chest. Environmental systems offline. Warning. Retreat. Retreat.
So they're wearing old style Dead Boy?
Oh yeah, the new style hasn't even come out yet.
Okay.
It's not even in field testing.
That's 102 PA.
Yeah.
How much does their body armor give protection?
Body armors. These specifically are the light ones, so they're 50.
Oof.
Cobalt.
I'm going to attack the controls.
That's a fair. That's a. All right. Got me. Good. Right. So you're going to attack the controls. Which ones are you going to attack? Roll your computer operations. Computer operations to see which ones seem the most critical.
Yeah, what computer operations? Whatever one the that people were reaching for when the explosions went off, when they were getting attacked.
All right. You cut through the communications. The communications table, which causes sparks to fly everywhere, including off your blades. Congratulations, your blades are now electrified for one action. It'll do an extra D6.
Okay.
Cool. That's pretty awesome.
Turns out they had these things, a little too many amps going through this thing. Lan, it's your turn.
It's got lightsabers now.
Okay, so after nailing the first one, I'm going to swing around and nail another one with my prehensile slashing tail.
All right. You're going for a gunner, which the closest guy you can go for is a gunner, or you could join the other two people that are attacking the beat up pilot.
I'll go for a gunner.
All right. Roll your strike and your damage.
Is that a crit?
Yes, it is. That's double damage.
That's a natural 20.
Yep.
That's 24 damage. Knock him against the wall.
Damage.
Mega damage.
What isn't mega damage in this game?
100 SDC.
Lots, actually.
Equivalent to a tank firing in today's modern. Except in your hand.
Find that
I think they said what is not mega damage.
Yeah, I said what isn't mega damage in this game.
Classic SDC weapons. Lan, you find yourself with an opening to keep attacking him.
Alright, I'll try and put my claws to him again.
Right. Wow. Jesus. I respect that to strike.
Ooh, but not that damage.
not that damage, though.
Not that damage. So you managed to cut through a bit.
So if I used my ability to dual wield with my claws, will I get one more attack?
No.
No?
It's just claw strikes. These are not dual wielding. That would have to do with actual weapons.
Yeah, paired weapons requires weapons.
Yeah. The paired fists. No. But you also hear warning. They come from inside his body armor. Warning: environmental systems failing.
Makes it
Give him a good amount of shock. Dan, it's your turn. You're still on the pilot.
Yeah.
Not me, but the other dude.
I'm a kind of lunge downward. I'm assuming I'm much taller than him, so I'm going to lunge downward and bite him on the shoulder.
That's right, you turned into a dragon.
You're gonna bite down on the shoulder.
Ow.
Get natural 20.
That's 20.
Nice.
Damn, son. All right, roll your damage.
Oh,
Damn, son.
chunky salsa.
All right. Not only do you rip him in half, but you crush his entire body in your mouth into a fine bony and bloody paste. The armor doesn't taste good, so spit it out after a minute.
I forgot Nightbane are pretty awesome.
Damn, so I was not expecting that. That was factoring in the double damage, right? Or is that your regular bite damage?
That's my regular bite damage.
86 is your regular bite damage? Wow.
Yeah, if Nightbane are not on the low end.
Oh
Fair
yeah,
point.
Nightbane can get really scary. I
I'm
mean, they
glad
do
I said-
usually fight enemies with like 500 or
Hundreds of
800
things.
SDC.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad I said no demigods on this, because that was a pain in the ass.
Demigods are the Nightbane are like way better than demigods are.
I mean, demigods and a Nightbane. We have enough
Demigod,
NPC people in this group.
Demigod would probably win.
Depending on
I
what.
I created a Nightbane
Powers.
character just for fun, and in their Morphous form, they would have had
All right, Dan, what's your horror
almost
factor?
400 SDC.
18.
Oh look, they lose another attack.
You have everyone that just watched that, which is including the pack rats shitting their pants. Especially the co-pilot. It's like, what the fuck, man?
What the hell is that thing?
Game over, man. Game over.
Right.
They're coming out of the walls.
Everyone else rolled their horror factor.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Because seeing the giant lizard dragon man rip a College soldier in half, fucking Liu Kang style, or is it Kung Lao? So which one has the fire? Okay.
Scorpion.
There.
Oh no, I was like Liu Kang has the fireball. Kung Lao had the.
Right. Well, y'all are
Yeah.
scared shitless as well.
Oh,
Dan,
here
Oh, from
all
one
y'all
of
are scared
the-
shitless as well. Dan, you have another
Yeah.
action.
Okay. One of his buddies next to him.
All right, the co-pilot that just shat his pants.
Yeah.
Right, you gonna go for him next?
I just kind of turn and glare at him and shadow blast him.
All right, well, he avoids having a heart attack.
Right.
It's your turn to.
Oh.
Unfortunately, when you go toward him, you slip and fall. It's nothing too big. You catch yourself, but that was your action.
Yeah, I'm wondering what I shot if I didn't shoot him.
You find a slippery part of the bloody
Entrails.
floor that you're standing in. You slip on, you catch yourself, so you don't lose an action. But it's now Raven's turn.
Oh, there's one pretty heavily damaged guy, right?
Yes.
Still, I guess
The one that's against the wall, that kobold attack or land attack.
Does it take an action to switch weapons?
If you don't have quick draw, yes.
And
If you have quick draw, no.
okay, I don't have quick draw. I'm pretty sure I don't.
That's a new West skill.
Then no, I definitely don't
Quick
have.
draw's
All right,
an
so
Right.
I'll just use my Ion Blaster again.
Quick draws an ancient weapon proficiency out of Rue.
Well, I know, but it first showed up in New West.
Yeah.
Yeah. It applies to all
I-
of them, though. And I'm running
like
a little
that.
different. Instead of giving the extra action to draw and fire, it's you just switch weapons instantly. Unless it comes to an actual duel, in which case you have the initiative bonuses.
Yeah, I like WP sharpshooting more.
But that applies to Maverick, and Maverick only right now. So So you attacked. You missed. Cobalt.
Who's nearest to the door that leads out?
Lan.
No, the bad guys.
Oh, leads out to the armory.
Yeah, I want to stop people from leaving the rooms. I want to get in front of the door and hack whoever's nearest.
The second gunner, the one that isn't damaged.
That's who I'm going after then.
All right then. You're gonna strike with your swords.
Double strike, yep.
All right. Since you're striking the same target,
Oh yeah, it's only one roll. Forgot.
it's a good thing you didn't roll that one, because you barely made this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Lance dice, so.
So roll your damage.
Okay.
Jizz. Woo-wee! You got the extra one. Yeah.
I just rolled the supernatural strength because it's 2 sword hits. So.
All right.
So that's the combined
plus
66.
the electrical damage.
Oh, I forgot the electrical damage. Hold on.
I mean, it was your swords are 2d6. So.
No, they're 3d6 because I have fencing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that comes in handy.
So I did 36 whole mega damage.
All right, so you cut through him and slam him into the wall. He loses yet another action. Poor guy. So, Lan, it's your turn.
All right. I'll just nail the dude in front of me again.
Damn, son.
Oh, but he rolled a
I
nat
rolled a
1.
1. Still high enough to hit, but damn.
Nah, 1's always miss.
Yeah, that was my butt damn.
You punched the floor. And you put a good dent into it, but you missed.
Sorry, I thought you were going to move your head over. I guess you were still afraid.
Yeah, he's still terrified of the dragon in the background, who's now cutting down who's now recovering from the slip, and now it's his turn.
Who is Dan the man? Are you here? I don't see him in the room anymore.
Who what?
Dan is David. So
No, I
Dan,
don't
you
see
there?
him in roll 20.
yeah,
It's,
he's David.
Davian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a way to change. There it is.
It's in the little
But I
gear
have to
tab.
change that.
Yeah, we are doing that. We'll worry about that later.
Okay. So we're not doing that.
No, we are. You're
On
good.
the specific combat, we'll reinstate next combat because I tell now. But yeah, it's your turn, Dan. I mean, if you want to add those bonuses, go ahead.
Okay.
You're
Well,
not using your fist, so I guess it doesn't matter anyway.
yeah, I'm not using weapons. If I was using weapons, it would be really nice. There is how many left?
There is just Gunner, who is damaged.
Okay.
I
will.
Co-pilot, who's still alive and at full, who's shitting his pants right now, and that's it.
I'll walk over and casually claw the co-pilot then.
Oh, and Gunner too, who's being cut in half right now.
Yeah. Wow. What do we thought?
I'm gonna say that's a miss. Yeah,
Yeah.
2. No, you missed. But co-pilot raises his pistol at you and fires
Oh, wait.
at point blank and hits.
Oh, wait. Oh,
If
wait.
you want to try to dodge that point blank and does 7 damage. The other
It's
two
just
also,
like, ah!
I look down at that, look up at him, and growl.
all right, the other two also fire their pistols at Lan and Cobalt, respectively, with both a strike of 15. Wow,
Good.
and damage of 4 to Lan and 4. Alrighty then,
I have auto dodge, so
4 to Cobalt. All right, if you want to roll auto dodge, you're at -10 since you're point. Ooh, wow, damn son. Never mind. All right, you don't manage to auto dodge. But you may the attempt is there. You can try to regular take up an action.
Plus 11 auto dodge. Holy crap!
yeah.
Yeah, Minotaurs have really great combat rolls, but
And he
Again.
still levels up, right?
yes,
You could,
Yeah.
you could try to roll with impact.
it's laser. What impact is there to roll with?
Make it a
It's still
grazing
a
hit.
hit.
You can't do
instead
that
of
with
a-
his laser, just
I could parry him since I'm so close and block the gun.
That's true.
It's
You
only
could
4
try to-
points of damage. I mean, come
That would
on.
be a disarm. That would be a disarm. You have to try to disarm attack.
I'm not worried about it. It is only 4 points.
Hey, 4 points would evaporate an SUV. So
Yes, but I have 130 base before my
He is
Or
armor.
he's in danger.
he is the SUV.
We got 3 tanks on this. One is technically human. One is technically human, and one is a giant lizard.
This is why I hide behind you guys.
that would be the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I've only got 266 MDC left. I mean,
The pack rats have finally come through the window after, also shooting themselves. Not literally, but being paralyzed by fear from seeing the Dragon Man bite someone in half, whose legs are still standing, by the way, and terrifyingly. They come
It's
in
just,
and
just
wreck
a
shit.
pair of legs standing there right now. That's
They come in
fucking-
and wreck shit. The co-pilot gets a couple shots in the back between L20s.
Oh,
Doing a nat 20 on that last one.
That's damage.
Oh, that's
So,
not
Yeah.
pretty good.
66. So the two that do manage to hit put a good 37 on him. 37 damage on him.
ouch. Who took 37?
Another grenade flies in. Fragmentation grenade flies in
I guess they're not worried about collateral damage to their people.
right in front of the co-pilot. Clinks in right in front of the co-pilot, but just out of range of Dan. So when it does go off and inflict damage, he's just out of range. And I gotta find the damage again. See, explosives. They're around here somewhere.
Fragmentation grenade.
I think frag grenades are like 66 or something.
Yeah,
think
2d6.
2d6.
10 damage.
You're thinking of plasma.
All right.
Right, apparently this co-pilot had a bit of damage on his armor. Because when it goes off, he melts.
Ew.
Well,
It melts into a fine paste
he looks like a
of
pinprick.
shrapnel. Shrapnel and blood.
Chunky salsa.
There's now
only two gunners left. And there, and it's
Red Mist.
Raven's. Raven is out of actions. It's now Cobalt's turn.
All right, I'm gonna finish off the gunner that I was hacking on.
All right.
Yay!
Roll your damage. Roll your damage. This time without the electrical.
That was no electrical.
All right. Well, you decapitate him down from the shoulder to the waist and off with his head.
Off with his head.
Off with his left side.
That's a lot of damage.
Basically.
That's
Lan.
2 sword strikes.
Lan.
All
The
right.
guy on you is back on his feet and still trying to kill you.
Well, I'm going to punch him with quite simply.
Yeah, that's right. Your last one was a power punch. I got to minus an extra attack.
Show him how good at fisting you are.
All right, that's your strike. This one hits.
Tis.
Roll your damage. Bam! Knock him back against the wall, but he's still up.
To which I basically just stand there
Do
looking
you want
at
to
him.
borrow a sword?
No, that would be unfair.
I thought you
Okay.
had supernatural strength.
That's literally how the Lanatar race looks at it. Using a weapon for us isn't fair.
If that's what you want to think.
They know they're OP, and they own it. They nerf themselves.
Yeah, it literally says that in their
Okay.
description.
No, I believe you. I was being in character. Do you want to borrow a sword?
Oh, no, I actually have one. I even have a gun. I just don't use them. Because
That defeats the purpose of owning them.
no, I
No.
let other people use them to fight me. I have to make it a fair fight.
Doesn't always have to be fair.
There's no honor in an unfair fight.
Shut up, Goku!
It isn't a good hunt if it isn't fair.
Right. Well, you take enough time discussing this little conflict for the coalition soldier to get a shot off on you and miss, point blank. Good on him.
Did the laser literally just take a right angle out of the gun? Just
His
nope.
hands are shaking.
He was like,
Bam!
Well, there's a giant dragon with a horror factor of 18 and the giant lizard predator with a horror factor of 12.
I think he would be pretty scared shitless. I would be too. All right, well, you still finding it into you. You have enough reaction time to keep beating the shit out of him.
Okay. Is it my ghost still?
Yes.
I'll hit him again.
All right. So 19. His armor finally breaks, and you put a hole into halfway into his chest. And you rip out his heart. No, I'm kidding. There's now a big bloody hole in his chest. And he falls over, dead. The doornail.
To which I'm
Is
going.
there any other combatants left in the room?
Nope.
To which I'm going to turn and look at one of my teammates. You see, me using a sword would have been completely unfair. That would have been like one hit.
It would have been faster.
Well, faster isn't always better. Sometimes it's best to take it slow and
Now,
much.
if you're dealing with a woman or a man, if you prefer, sure. But in this situation, faster is better.
But then there's splatter everywhere, and you have to sometimes clean that up.
Are you going to take the Death's Head transport through the car wash?
I think we've dealt with the opposition.
Oh, no, there's still 96 guys in the other room.
Oh, really? Well,
Not all 96 of them, I don't think, but a number are still alive.
Around 96. 96 or more.
So let's get to it. Hack these
Right.
controls so they can't get this thing up and out easy. And
The doors to the reactor room and the armory are opened. There would be an airlock through there. So the next group is going through. First goes the rats, and then y'all. 5 rats go first. Instantaneously, you can hear a laser fire, plasma fire going. Y'all are locked in.
locked in.
Y'all are locked into the airlock and cycled through, joining instantly into the combat in a new melee.
Reroll initiative?
No, keep this one. Same melee, or same combat, by all means. Just different foes.
I only have one,
These guys,
one action
however,
left. Then
were hardly caught off guard.
You know, it's been like 12 seconds, right?
It took another about 30 seconds to get all the doors unlocked, and
Oh, okay.
a little bit more time to cycle through the airlocks. So you've been about here for about a minute so far.
Okay.
So you're still, this whole time, technically still been in the same combat. Just out of range.
No, that's fine.
So the room that they're and the other soldiers in is a different room. It has a different door access from these other doors that they're going through.
I think
Yes.
it's on all of our best interests if Dan the Dragon goes first, so that we can get his horror factor out of the way.
The door's open. Horror factor. Oh, by the way, you tall people, y'all tall creatures, lizard men, they are crouched because it's only about 8 feet head height. So y'all having to smush yourself in here.
So
Which is why you couldn't go with the rest of the rats.
It's 8 feet 10 inches.
All right, two of the soldiers get distracted and terrified when 3 of the soldiers get distracted and terrified, and one of them, in the shock, gets mowed down by the 6 looker rats that came before you. Only 4 foes and 10 people.
what? I'm sorry, pilot. What you said made no sense.
4 foes and
Oh,
10 people?
4 coalition soldiers left and 10 actual raiders.
Okay, I was like 4. Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you now.
One of the
But I was like,
soldiers,
what?
one of the soldiers has already seemed to grab one of the Samus power armor units.
So there's an active Samus in there?
Yes,
All right.
there's an active Samus.
Well, this should be fun.
It's just
Yep.
the first one gets. It's the first coalition soldier gets mowed down. One of the pack rats gets nailed by a railgun and goes flying into the wall, knocking down a couple of C-12s.
Oh yeah. How many Samus do we see?
Well, there are 12 indents in the wall. One of them is 12 indents in the wall between the several armories. Each one of them is closed by a door with a keypad to the side, a keypad and a handprint scanner to the side. So there's 11 Samus.
Okay.
One of the doors has been opened.
So through that door, how many Samus are we actually seeing? Is it like 1, 2, what? 1 active, 1 inactive?
1 active and 11 inactive.
Okay.
So, Raven, it's your turn. Enter the fray.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna avoid. I'm gonna. Is there places I can take cover?
There's a couple boxes around there.
I'll take some
Nothing,
cover.
nothing bigger than waist high.
I'll crouch and take some cover. And take a shot if possible. I don't know if you can do that in this game.
All right. Well, you take cover and take a shot. That's 2 actions. Roll your strike.
Okay.
Or you shoot.
And the time in between, could I have switched weapons?
Certainly.
Okay, then I will roll.
Coming into the new room? Certainly. Yeah, like an entire minute. Ooh. Judgment Day. Good one.
I like it's a 157 and not a 457.
Oh wow, that's a pretty good roll for damage.
Which one are you shooting at again?
Just one of the coalition soldiers. Not the Samus. I'm going to avoid the Samus like the plague.
All right, shooting at one of the soldiers. These look like they have heavy armor on.
Ready then?
Right, their stats in. And they're all carrying C12s. Trying to go get the stat blocks for those because they keep changing between books. I hate it.
Pulled out her.
Gun, it's like the one gun that changes
stats
between books.
I forgot to add my my Wilkes laser rifle.
Yeah, 457.
Yeah.
Put the stat block into the Discord.
There's the C12.
Thank you.
I forgot to add it to the I just forgot to add it to my combat tab. So pretend it was the Wilkes. It's the exact same stats. So 3d6 plus 2.
Of course, the Samus is carrying the unmistakable railgun.
Yeah, the Samus railgun.
Yep. Find the Samus railgun. There it is. Those things only weigh 300 pounds. Those are light armors.
Well, the ammo drum weighs twice as much as the gun.
Which is ironic. This is the only thing that weighs those things down. Actually, I do not know how to spell guard, apparently. God, I love the Wolfenstein original soundtrack. Was it 250? Alright, 250. Alright, there we go. Split these up so I know what I'm looking at. Alright. Next person. Raven took cover and shot her pistol. Cobalt, it's your turn.
I'm gonna charge the Samus and make a. If I can close the distance in time, I want to make a called shot for its head.
Brilliant idea. absolutely brilliant. Right, so roll your strike. You have it's a pretty enclosed space, and the Samus is actually pretty close to you, so you can make it pretty easily.
Hey, I hit. I
You
missed.
did.
No, you got to get a 12 to hit a called shot.
Oh, you're going for a call. Oh, you got the main body at least.
Yeah, but I was going for the head.
Call shot just has negative.
You should have gone for the head.
Oh, if a called shot just has negatives, then I hit the head. For 19 mega damage.
Oh, it is a 12, so. They had to get a 12 or higher.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's not in the rule book.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It is. It's down at the bottom. The combat. There it is. Head. The rest of the main body is pretty lightly armored. So I see why you would go there. 243. Oh wait, that's a lot more than I thought it was.
No, I rolled a 7 to hit, but I did 19 damage.
Yeah, I know. That's how I was feeling as well. 231. There we go. Right. Some of the guards are. Most of the guards look like they've. Some more than others. One of them seems to have a good amount of pockmarks on his armor. So, it was your turn, Cobalt. You struck the guy.
Struck the Samus.
Struck the Samus, and now it's Lan's turn. Do your thing, big man.
Alright, so as I step through, I make the statement, "It seems I'll get to show you my weapon after all." And a blade of energy sparks up in my hand as I attack the Samus with a cold shot to the head as well.
Alright, an action to cast and an action to strike.
You got a spice sword?
Light blade.
Ooh, shiny.
Light blades are
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
2 actions to cast.
Alright, so roll your strike and roll your damage. You miss!
It
Actually, you know what? You did roll that right.
You gotta roll a d20 minus 3. You don't get any bonuses.
Are you doing a called shot again?
yeah.
Alright, yeah. It's just a d20, no bonuses. Actually, wait.
Well, minus 3 for the head.
Oh, yeah. With bonuses, but minus 3.
Oh, well, then I would have gotten.
Fuck, I can't remember. Let me go look at the ultimate. Just for now, roll with bonuses, minus 3.
Well, then I hit him in the head, damn it.
Roll
I just
with
remember in the
bonus,
books them
minus-
saying it's to hit with a negative modifier. So you roll like normal and then you just add your negative onto it.
Weapon modifiers. Called shot, target specifications. There you go. And you still got a 4. You hit. The combat rules.
I thought I'd do that. It's 1d4 times 10 plus 1, so
1d4 times 10 plus 1 per
10 damage.
level.
11 damage.
Oh, plus 1. Yeah, that's right. You got the special one.
That you said per level?
Yes, I'm still level 1.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
that's
d4
right,
times
that's right.
10 and an extra 1 per level.
Extra
Yeah.
1 per level. Oh, okay. That's reasonable, I guess. Times 10 always makes me worry.
Called shot. Player must announce, check, aim, gets a +2. Penalties on called shot. Furthermore, bullseye, target -3 to do the Samus have any minuses to fuck with that?
The Samus armor itself says minus 3 for the head because it's a full target.
Then yeah, that's just the bonuses, the regular bonuses, and then the -3 of any small targets.
Okay,
yes,
well
you did
then
hit the head.
I did hit the head. I would have got a 13.
All right. Well, glad we got that all figured out. So 70 minus 19 minus 11. Wow,
Is
you all put a pretty good scar in this thing, or
D40.
three gnarly scars. Wait, that was 39, wasn't it? Right. So, Land, that was your action. Damn.
Yeah.
Your turn.
How many are in here?
a lot.
Okay. Are they running around like chickens with their head cut off, or are they standing there ready to fire?
Most of the guards have found some sort of cover. The Samus is standing out in the open. There are 3 guards and 1 Samus. And
Okay.
6 pack rats.
I'm gonna rush forward and hit Samus with a claw attack.
Are you also doing a called shot?
Sure. Let's do a cold shot to the head.
Oh, which reminds me, I need to take the extra action off for your called shots.
Yeah, because it takes 2.
So -3 be 14.
Are you going standard or called?
It'd be my attack roll would be 14 with the called.
So you're going called?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you gotta take the priority down as the priority is.
Yep.
Roll your damage.
Not quite enough.
Yeah, you're still missing it.
I'm sure he's not
Okay.
happy about it.
Yeah, certainly not happy about it. You can hear through the armor one of the eyepieces that popped out. You can hear the voice inside it. Warning: no longer environment stable. Warning: no longer environmentally sealed. Severe damage to head.
Drop the railgun, get out of the armor, and you live.
Fuck you!
Oh, he's like brave. I can respect
Fuck you, monsters! He fires point blank at Lan. It does 20 damage.
Well, Land gets to roll his auto dodge, I guess.
For my auto dodge.
Holy fuck, dude.
Crit.
that. He rolled a 19 on the die.
That was almost a crit. Damn, that was fantastic.
You dodge that shit, and it hits off the door instead, puts a hole through the door. Right. Wow. There's a moment of speechlessness at that Matrix dodge before combat ensues. Raven. It's the Coalition's turns and the Pack Rats' turns. There's more fire exchange between the Pack Rats and the Coalition, and that's a background simulation for now. So, your turn.
All right. Are we all shooting the dude in the head? I could just roll
Apparently
a
so.
d20. Right? Hello?
Yes. Roll your strike.
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you know what, I'll take a oh no,
Remember,
I
it
won't.
takes 2 actions to do a called shot.
And that's
That
all
would
you
be
have
all my
left.
actions. So I might as well. Why not?
Getting in the glory of killing the Samus.
Sure, yeah. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Time to get lucky.
That is a main body hit.
Yeah.
You have to get to
Did you
hit
hit
your
the head?
target when you do a call shot. The 15?
Didn't you hit the head?
I aim for the head. It's with a 10.
You got a 10, so you hit the main body. It's under 12.
What do you need to get? What do you need? Oh, it's a 12?
Yes.
Technically, you got to get a 15 on the die because it's -3 to hit the head.
Okay, so you just had to get a 12 because you have the +3 and -3 that basically cancels it out. So you got
Okay.
with a 4, 5, 7, you managed to get some good damage on
Only 8.
or in theory at least.
How come you're not rolling bursts?
Oh,
Save ammunition.
like to conserve ammo, yeah. Totally forgot.
Man,
you
did
could
you
do
see
that.
what I put in Discord for you?
I don't think that applies to Blight Sword or whatever.
No, it wouldn't apply to Light Sword, but his claw damage would
I've
add.
been adding to it.
Oh, I thought you had supernatural strength.
All right.
I
Hold
do.
on.
1d6 normally, but I've been rolling 2d6 for my claws.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
as you
I
should.
thought you were stronger than that. All
What's
right.
your supernatural strength?
I'm going to try and finish off the Samus with another called shot to the head with paired weapons. Be like, wrong answer. Dab. I'm going to try and jam the swords right down into the armor through the skull.
All right, roll your striking damage.
Oh, never mind. I hit the main body because I rolled a
Clang.
freaking 2. But I hit it hard.
Would otherwise be a miss. In a strike that would otherwise resort in a miss, the wide body and your proximity, you manage to hit the main body of the Samus.
Well, I
Thank
didn't get a
God.
1 on the die, so.
I know. Otherwise, that would have been a miss. Because, it's a natural 2.
I know, but it's only natural ones that auto miss.
Sure.
No, an auto miss is 4 or
You still
below.
hit. I'm
Yep,
making up story. Work with me here.
That's my action.
Right, Cobalt did his.
That's
Joe
actually.
missed.
Now.
I got 2 left for the round.
All right, Lan, it's your turn.
And he was right, I was doing a little bit less than I should have with claws.
There
But,
you were.
yeah, I had 21, so it was 2d6 base.
Oh, well, glad we got that cleared up.
Thank you.
Okay, rules. All right, your turn, by the way.
Okay, I'm gonna strike one more time with my light blade. Because I cannot see how many attacks I have left. It's just gonna be
Okay.
enough.
5 left.
5? Okay, then I'll do a cold shot to the head. And there'll be another 11 damage.
That's the problem with the D4 times 10. It's either solid, really good, or nothing.
Solid, decent, solid, meh, decent, or good. There's no in between. Well, one thing for sure, you managed to cut off the airflow to the helmet. You manage to cut around the helmet that the airflow has come off. You can see a naked skin of the man underneath. Apparently, you hit the neck of his armor as well. Neck of his armor underneath as well. So unless Lan wants to go again, you assume that it's Dan's turn.
I'll let Dan go.
I think rearing back, I'm a power claw against the main body.
Power claw, main body.
Rolling to hit.
That's a hit. $60 damage. Damn. Alright, roll me a 1d100.
Nope.
Roll me a percentile.
Sorry, I didn't have it already.
Alright. With that power punch, you knock the Samus clear off his feet and onto his back. Samus loses a turn getting back up with the convenient jets on his back. But that's his turn. Raven's out of turn. Meanwhile, another rat goes down, leaving only 4 left. But the Coalition guards still take more damage. One just gets absolutely pounded by shots, and to bring him down putting pockmarks full of pockmarks into his armor. The Samus is fairly damaged. It has a big dent in its main chest. There's a big old dent in the main chest, and its helmet is pretty much ripped open and ripped off.
All right, third verse, same as the first. Hopefully, I don't miss.
Roll your strike.
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah. All right. You Anakin Skywalker Count Dooku, and he falls back onto the ground, headless, as the helmet within the helmet, the head within the helmet within the helmet, within the shattered helmet, rolls around. The Samus is down and out for the count, and now there's a bloody mess.
Kick
on
the
floor.
armor in the chest and knock it over. Bang! So that the Coalition soldiers know that their Samus is down.
King! There's 3 Coalition soldiers. And at this, Cobalt, you rated a horror factor of 10. 2 of which say, oh shit, well fuck it, and drop their weapons. One of them keeps on fighting though, now picking up a second weapon and becoming William J. Blazkowicz.
Yeah.
By the way, it's your turn, Lan.
Alright, the one that picked up a weapon is getting attacked. I would.
Right, to roll your strike. Damn. Roll your damage. And with one swift strike, you cut his armor open, and him as well.
All right.
The other 2 have their hands raised over their head, while staring, their eyes quickly go, or what you can only assume would be going to between the masked lizard, the dragon man, and the crazy man with swords. The man who charged in here wearing only a bulletproof vest and swords, and somehow did not die.
So look at the city rats. Next room over. You
This
wanna-
is the armory here. We take our pick while they're planning the charges. If we got this right and they haven't changed protocols, it'll send out a warning throughout the cargo bay. There's an imminent explosion about 10 seconds before the thing actually explodes. So they won't have much time.
You want me
All
to
right.
fill this?
Considering
Well,
how comparatively silent you're killing these guys, we get to take our pick as much as we can carry. He bangs on the other side of the airlock door. After a minute, after 15 seconds, a couple backpacks and duffel bags are thrown through. Enough to carry a bunch of it. And carry a bunch of the weapons. Grab as much as you can.
I would note that you guys, I mean, we all start with like sacks. Well, a lot of us did, so I imagine we could have carried some of our sacks with us in a sack.
Well, they actually come in useful, handy for once.
Well, I didn't have anything, so I'm grabbing duffel
I would
bags.
give you a sack. I would be like, here is a sack, which I assume is just the term for duffel bag.
So
Because this game is very fantasy with a lot of its terms.
it's a burlap sack.
Oh, fuck, that's
Big old
useless.
burlap
Fucking
sack.
burlap sacks are annoying to hold.
I have a satchel.
All right,
So through the door behind the door to the cargo bay, you hear sounds of railguns going off, big ones, huge ones. You can only assume that the spider walker has become mobile.
Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
all right, so I'm going to be filling up with. I'm gonna grab a C-27, a C-12, and as many long eclipses as I can get.
Right. So there's an absolute assload of Eclipse. There's 1,440. What is your strength?
Right. 26 supernatural.
Wow, okay, you can carry a lot.
Yeah,
So
I might.
you're going to grab a C-14 and a what?
C-12 and a C-27.
All right, you grab a C-12 and a C-27 and two bagfuls of Eclipse, which is about
I can carry 1,000 pounds, so.
I'd like to pick.
How many bags do you have?
Well, I have duffel bags that they threw in, and he gave me a burlap sack. So.
All right, so you have a burlap sack, which will fit 60, and the duffel bags will fit another 120.
So I got 180 long eclipse.
Or standard Eclipse.
They don't have long ones?
It says standard.
Yeah, okay. 180 standard eclipse. Finally.
One thing's for sure, you'll not be strapped for energy anytime soon.
Oh no, those are mostly getting sold.
Can I ask a favor, pilot? Can I do a quick perception to see if I can find anything interesting?
Yes.
All right, sure. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry. Maybe I could see something cool. There you go. That's pretty good.
Right. Well, out of them, you pick a couple northern gun weapons. You see 3 E4 plasma projectors.
Plasma projectors. Oh, that's fun.
Those are nice.
3 northern gun E4 plasma projectors.
Oh, okay, I'll write that down separately. Then I guess we're going to load up on as much E-credits as we can.
Yep. Load up as much equipment as possible.
Is there any spare armor suits laying around?
Other than the ones that are basically, you could strip the damaged ones of the Coalition soldiers.
So they didn't have any spare armor on there? That's a bummer.
No. There are 11
Larger
power
weapon
armors.
style weapon.
Yeah, but I can't get in one of those and walk it out.
That's a fair point. A secondary group of pack rats come in and they start taking the power armor. They
Are
have
you
plenty
one-
of bags, so they grab a lot of the weapons as well.
Are you wanting one of the Samuses or something?
No, I just wanted a set of Coalition Heavy Dead Boy to wear out.
All right, Cobalt.
Oh,
what are you grabbing?
Why didn't you just grab one and wear it?
Because the only armor in there is damaged. Because people are wearing it. Like I said, I'm just getting the C-27, the C-12, and those 180 Eclipse.
When the pack rats come, they execute the 2 surrendered Coalition soldiers.
Four of those is 80 pounds. How much can I carry?
You have normal
150 pounds. Okay, I can carry quite a bit. So I guess 70 pounds of other guns and accoutrement. Actually, can I get some explosives?
Yeah, those mini missiles. They should have a buttload of them.
Yeah, they have 144 fragmentation mini missiles.
I load up. Let's see, 150 minus 80, so 70 pounds of mini missiles.
Did the NGE4s come with power packs?
So you got 70 pounds of missiles? No, they did not come with power packs.
Okay.
So 70 pounds of missiles?
Yeah, 70 pounds of missiles.
Right.
So-
All right.
I will grab a CR1 rocket launcher just to have.
So you grab 36 missiles,
All right.
and you grab a CR-1. Y'all keeping track of all the equipment you grab, right?
Yeah, I'm putting what I grabbed on my sheet.
If you don't want to personally put it in, we do have the party stash, which is open to all y'all to edit.
If y'all want
I
me
I mean,
to
grab me a rocket launcher too. Do they launch mini missiles?
They do launch mini missiles as a point
You
of
should
fact.
grab one for me.
Anyone have any suggestions? I'm not really all that familiar with this stuff.
Is it? We're at that scene in RoboCop 3 where we look around and we go, "That looks expensive. We're taking that," and we just rip it off the wall. What is that? I don't know. It's got the engine exhaust of an F-36, but it looks like a jetpack. What? The guy wheels over and he's like, "That looks expensive. We're stealing that." And it's just like, why not? Are there any like man portable jetpacks, like little tiny jetpacks?
No,
Oh,
How about the
Okay.
rail guns? Are those only on the Samus?
only on the Samus.
Can I tear one off a Samus?
Now you can take the one that's already down.
I'll do that.
All right, the railgun weighs an assload, and you tear off the drum as well, the ammo drum.
Yes.
The weapon is 92 pounds, and the drum full of ammo is 180.
80.
Or-
190 for
190.
the ammo drum.
190. That's what I said.
Yeah.
92
we're not-
pounds for the gun and 190 pounds drum.
we could put that on top of the ATV.
See?
So we can make it into a technical. Pew, 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 pew.
I can carry it.
Basically stuffed to the gills with Eclipse, missiles, and guns.
Right, so you'll eventually clear out the place with the help of a couple more pack rats, and after about 5 minutes, you're hearing knocking on the army door. Coalition, open up!
Time
no
to
one's
go.
here.
We're just gonna
Coalition,
bail,
open
man.
up.
We're just running. We're
Time to
out.
bail. And
Set
then
that thing to blow. Let's get out
As
of
soon
here.
as you
Just
hear
lock
that,
the
one of the pack
door.
rats says, "Now!" And you hear, "Warning! Explosives detected in reactor
Housekeeping.
bay."
Hope someone locked the door.
Right. It's time to get the hell out of here. Here on your radio, on the radio chatter. Top group, it's about to go boom. Get out of here. You hear Jay's voice answer back. Easier said than done. Kind of pinned down, but we'll get back. All right. Well, they're on their own. Let's get out of here. So y'all slip out the way you came. The Sam is flying past you through the stank of the sewers. You're a minute out before all hell erupts. Quite literally, the skull's eyes begin to burn and are now on fire.
Wish they would have had a sky cycle in there.
And then the actual explosions come. And rip through the carrier. You
The
hear,
Death's Head
holy
transport.
hell, how much did you use on that thing? All of it. That thing just went nuclear, man. As if on cue, people with armors on them begin to hear a weird sound. Geiger counters.
Okay.
As you run away, it begins to slowly dissipate.
Fly away.
Before you get out and there's no more.
I thought you said these things couldn't go nuclear.
Apparently put too much C4 on there. Apparently they put too
Too
much
many
C4.
fusion blocks.
That was actually Lan looking at one of the people.
I know, that's what they said.
You. Okay.
Apparently they didn't. Yeah, we kind of we wanted to give them a surprise.
Yeah.
You realize that surprise is going to affect more than just the coalition, right?
Yeah, we know. He smiles.
I don't think they care.
How many of them are there?
There's of them left, the ones that came with you, there's about 20 with you. And most of them are hack rats.
I look over at Lan, and I'm going to whisper to him in Dragonese, "Good hunt."
Not much sport, but
No, I meant these fools.
yes. I don't think they'd be sport, but they do seem to deal in death of others. And that's very poor hunting ground.
Shall we teach them the error of their ways?
I wouldn't mind.
And you'll realize you're outnumbered 5-1.
Yeah.
I also realize I'm very good at combat.
Are they planning on shooting everybody?
We don't shoot.
Yeah, isn't there some penalty for shooting in melee?
No, there's not. They have a penalty for dodging.
Aren't we leaving? I thought we were, we're leaving. We're getting in our truck and we're getting out of town.
Yeah, but they just nuked the town.
It was a small nuke. Don't worry. It was just equivalent to one of their tactical, whatever they
So
call them.
I should ask a question. Coalition Death's Head transports in the book. It simply says nuclear power supply. However, my understanding was it was in fact a fusion reactor, which has very little radiation. Unless it runs for a very long time and it irradiates its container, which happens, but they have to run for like 5 or 10 years. So my question was,
if you set off an H bomb, would it be radioactive?
Fusion bomb?
Yes.
Yes, but it's because it works on a different principle than a fusion reactor.
Either way, they go boom.
Yes. But one is designed as a weapon of war and uses nuclear material as a catalyst, and the other one is a power source, which just fuses hydrogen into helium and produces very little neutron decay, which is where the radiation comes from. I'm just curious. I was just like, is it powered by an actual nuclear fission reactor, or is it powered by a fusion reactor? And fusion reactors are ridiculously easy to make safe to operate because you can just turn them off.
Most of the equipment, short of PA 105 and 109, is run on fission, and they switch to when the longer ones come. They begin switching to fusion more.
Okay, I was just curious. I mean, I didn't know. They always just say nuclear, so I'm just like, well, which one is it?
Yeah, it says the power system is nuclear with an average energy life of 20 years. Doesn't say what kind of nuclear.
20 years is about the average lifespan of a fission reactor.
So
a fusion reactor would be, well, as long as you've got fuel, but you've got to supply it fuel. It doesn't come just preloaded.
It is, in fact, glad we figured out that is, in fact, a
fission reactor. Yes, it would blow up like a ginormous dirty bomb, and it would spread radioactive fallout all over the place. They've irradiated Firetown.
All of y'all, I suggest y'all take cold showers and maybe see a body fixer. No, don't want y'all.
We have. If we saw it blow up, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have 15 minutes till the.
Everybody in EBA heard that the radiation alarms go off. So.
Yeah. So we have 15 minutes till because there's an initial blast of radiation. And then we have 15 minutes till the fallout hits us because it's dispersed in the atmosphere and then it falls down. This is just any explosion in general. So if we bolt like motherfuckers, we can get out of here before the fallout hits us.
Well, the explosion was underground, so hopefully that will help contain it.
Yeah, that makes actually
and
more
contained by mostly MDC material.
It was a big boom. There's a big boom, and it went.
There's a big boom with Geiger counter wave, a wave of Geiger counter dots.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if Lan and I can take 10 to 1 odds.
By the time y'all got out of the sewers, the Geiger counter got silent. It seems to be very, what is the word I'm looking for?
Little residual.
Not residual, but concentrated.
Okay. All right. Cool.
We did not get concentrated doses.
Concentrated in one place, I mean. It was a fairly low dose concentrated in.
Made our Geiger counters go off, but it wasn't any more than you'd get in like a week of exposure to the sun.
It's like getting 10 X-ray scans at once. What you could tell.
Yeah, so not too bad.
Which is kind of dangerous, but not deadly. Again, you'll probably want to check, and that's how the rat works. It says it was about as powerful as one of their pinpoint nuclear bombs. So you just want to go to a body fixer and get a cold shower. If you remember on the menu that there was in fact a body fixer at Papa Po's. Y'all can line up your own buyers for the weapons and equipment, or we can sell it for you and give you a pretty good chunk.
So you guys, what do you guys want to do?
Direct connections with the black market.
I want to check with Papa Po before we make that decision.
Fair enough. I like Papa Po, so maybe he can cut us a deal.
Right. The next morning, you go back to Papa Po's. It's the morning of the 17th. News is buzzing. So usually they have Seinfeld on the TV, but now they have a news saying attack on coalition base in Firetown. Reports say of nuclear core of the landed Death Head has gone off. Coalition is taking precautions to protect their airspace against fallout, including deploying a radiation net. You remember the night before, about 4 a.m., you remember hearing large engines fly by. So apparently they responded fairly quickly. So you back at Papa Po's, it's morning time. Papa Po says, saw you come in last night. Looks like y'all had a pretty big haul. Were y'all on the raid?
Not all of us, but some of us.
I did see Maverick stay here last night. So, what are y'all planning to head to next?
Not here. We just want to offload some goods and get out.
Smart.
And that's why I have all these untraceable E-clips that I want to move.
Right. If you want to set
ammunition and some weapons, clink, clink, clink.
Nah, I'm keeping the weapons that I took, anyways.
You want to
I'm going to keep one of the plasma ejectors, but I imagine we wanted to sell most of it.
You'll want to line up some buyers. The new town Tranquility is the best place for the black market. You'll to find it on the black market. Find a black market. Well, they'll give you some pretty good pay, or you could sell to me, or you could go back to the pack rat.
I don't really trust the pack rats right now.
The lookers, well, considering a lot of things.
That did not go down the way it was supposed to.
I hope they don't hit the town again. It's already had 2 fires.
My intention was to sell you at least my stuff, because I trust you a little bit more. I like you, Papa Po. You make a mean burger. You're an honest,
Well, thank you.
Decently honest man. You gave me some good body armor. She taps her armor. She'll be like, so I've got a couple of things I could give you.
All right then.
Do any of you guys? Most of you guys don't use guns, right?
I can use guns. I just didn't own any.
You want an NGE4 plasma ejector?
Nope. I've got this nice C27.
Okay. Then I am going to give Papa Po 2 or 3 NGE4 plasma projectors. To sell, of course.
Two of
can
the
use
three.
it.
All right. Of
I
course, you
thought you
take
said
them back.
I thought. Oh, that's right. You said there was only 3. Okay, yeah, 2 of the 3. Sorry, I want to keep one.
You do want to keep one?
I do want to keep one. So 2 out of the 3, I'll sell to him.
All right.
And then we'll hold on to the rocket launchers are reloadable, right?
Yeah, they
Is-
just take mini missiles.
Okay,
There's my
then I'm
dog.
just going to keep all the mini missiles. So we'll have an arsenal of mini missiles.
There's my dog opening up my door again. Right. So, yeah, I'll sell some of the equipment. I gotta,
Yeah, what kind of percentage will Papa Poe give us?
50% the black market.
Sounds good to me.
50% sounds pretty good.
Which is a
Yeah.
fairly good deal considering the
No, that's a
condition of
fairly good deal, period. Yeah.
what the 50% that what they sell on.
50% of what they sell for on the black market?
Yes.
How many
Oh,
E-clip
wow.
canisters did they have for the C-27s?
They had each C-27 had a single canister in it.
No, but they didn't have any spares?
No.
Okay.
The weapons were loaded and ready to go, but they were using extra weapons and not, every coalition soldier that was going down there had their and ammo, ammunition.
Okay.
Find the E4
Oh.
real quick.
So what did we actually steal?
Well, I stole a buttload of Eclipse.
I
That
know
was
that.
what I was planning to sell, was the
A
Eclipse.
duffel bag can carry 120.
I had 180 total Eclipse.
Yeah.
I didn't take
I know I
anything.
stole the plasma ejectors and the mini missiles, which was my weight. What did Dan and Lan get?
I took the railgun and the drum for it.
Okay. Dan, did you
I
grab
did
anything?
not take anything.
Dan just didn't grab nothing.
I just stood
Okay.
there while watching.
Well,
Okay.
I tried to say a couple of times, "Hey, how about this? How about this?" And nobody responded. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just move on."
Okay, I'm pretty sure we said grab the expensive shiny stuff. If it looks expensive, grab it.
Yeah, I was trying to ask earlier. I said, "You want me to grab a couple of these Samuses and drag them behind with us?" And I never got the chance.
Oh. Well, we would have wanted that.
I thought all the Samuses were taken by the city rats.
They were.
I would have laid claim to at least 2 of them before they had the chance.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you managed to lay claim and hide 2 of the Samus.
All right.
Did you take any personal weapons?
No.
All right.
Thanks, Dan. I
Managed to
appreciate that.
drag 2 of the Samus out through the eye and down to.
Well, the Samus is actually fairly light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still
Bring-
2 of them. That's still with fully loaded weapons.
That's
Still
about
500
550
pounds each.
pounds, yeah.
500, 600 pounds each.
Weird to carry around. It'd just be kind of awkward. It's not the fact that it's super heavy for him. It's just awkward because it's like carrying
Well,
an empty person.
Well, that's why he was dragging them by the ankles.
Oh, gotcha. That makes
I mean,
sense.
they're mega damaged, so it's not like dragging them across the ground is going to hurt them any.
They're just going to be brown. So
It's going to be scuffed. The paint job. They need a paint job and a wash.
Papa Poe will love 2 brand spanking new Samuses. Oh my god.
So yeah, they're now under the. They're now in the back. They were stored under the stairs for the night.
I wasn't wanting them. I just thought you might want to sell them.
No, definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, sold them in the morning.
absolutely. Oh my
Sold them in the
god.
morning.
that's
Yeah.
2 million credits or so.
So, Coalition Samus on the black market goes for 1.6. So y'all just earned yourself a payday of 800,000 credits
Each.
each.
There was 2 of them, so
For each
1.6.
so 1.6 million. Man, y'all moved up in the world really fast.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, and here I was looking at, okay, I'm going to sell 160 of these 180 Eclipse, and each one at 3,000. That, that's a fair chunk of change, but not
Yeah.
that much
800
change.
million, 1.6 million.
Oof.
How much does a Samus weigh?
About 500 pounds.
Hell, I
340.
could
Guns.
drag 2 of those myself.
Don't get greedy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
we don't want too
won't,
much.
but I
Could
thought
we have
they-
had Lan carry a crate of mini missiles?
I thought they had weighed a couple 1,000 pounds. That's why I did.
No, robots are heavy, but power armor is generally light.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go so far as call them light, considering they still weigh between 200 and 800 pounds, and heavier when the later years come around. But
Anyway,
lighter than an urban a
then could
UAR.
we have had Mr. Lan grab us some other missiles or something?
Yes, grab yourself a couple crates of missiles.
That's easy enough to do.
All right, so between the Eclipse and the Samus, we're at 2,080,000.
That would be yeah. That's good
Plus
calculation.
Plus my 2
Plus the
plasma
30,000
injectors, so an
from-
extra 30,000.
So that's 2,110,000.
I figure we could probably sell a couple of crates of mini missiles and hold on to 36 frag missiles. That sounds like
Well, if
plenty
they
for
had
me.
any armor piercing or high explosive, those are the ones
Missile
you really.
fragmentation.
That's weird. Samus usually use high explosive or armor piercing. We got unlucky on that. Oh no!
Does
anybody want this rocket launcher?
Yeah, I'll take one. I don't have any skill in it, but I can
CR-1
sure
rocket
as
launcher.
shoot it.
Well, by yourself, you can only shoot 1 missile per melee. So
That's okay.
Well, turns out as you watch, apparently Papa Poe has a good amount of hiding places in this garage. He goes down, he pulls open a latch on, leads down to a fairly good basement room, which has a couple more armors in it, and a well-stocked amount of what is the word? I'm looking rack. There we go. Rack of weapons and a couple boxes of Eclipse.
well, now he's got a bunch more Eclipse.
Now he has an assload more. 100 more.
Can I take a couple of Eclipse?
Well, we can choose not to sell however many. I was keeping 20. So however many we don't want to sell, it doesn't really impact our bottom line with 2 Samus. So take however many you want, really.
I'll take I'll take a spare 20. Might as well.
All right.
I'll take 4.
It's minus there's a 20 plus 4,000. 24 plus 4,000 times 4,000.
Well, I was doing 3,000 because they're standard Eclipse.
I thought you got extended. You said you grabbed.
He
extended.
said they didn't have any.
Oh, okay, all right.
I asked for how
Right.
many long ones, and he said they had none.
So out of that final, you lost 72,000. Which everything considered, when you're getting 2.1 million.
So let's see.
So what I
guess
added
I'll-
to myself was a plasma projector, 36 mini missiles, 20 standard Eclipse, and a C1 rocket launcher.
That's all I wait.
Plasma ejector.
Plasma ejector, not plasma projector.
All right, so we're
Plasma?
netting 2,038,000 credits now. And we have the big boss ATV from the City Rats.
Yeah, we got the big
Yep.
boss.
So that was a pretty damn big score.
And we
No,
can
it's-
take off the standard laser rifle attached to the roof and put the Samus railgun on it.
Yep, and that gives you an extra L20 laser pulse rifle. If y'all want to sell that or keep it.
What does the L20 do? Can you guys throw that up for me in the Discord?
2x6 single, 6x6 triple, and 40 shots in shorty clip.
40 shots in a shorty clip?
Yep, 40 shots.
That's
It's-
a pretty impressive gun.
It's a
Yeah,
fairly
it's
good
not bad.
gun.
Yeah, the L20s
My-
are fairly nice.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
All right. Well, now you have the Wilkes 457, and the L20 as your.
How many
laser pulse
long
rifles.
eclipse does Papa Poe have that he'd be willing to part with?
Well, he'll sell them at normal price.
That's
Of
fine.
course. No discounts for the guys selling him a shit ton of. Sweet
Well, no, I mean
L20?
he's got a lot of outgoing right now.
He's got a
fully
barter here,
expecting-
man.
Yeah,
He's got to equal out the price a little.
but how many longs does he got?
Let me bring out my menu real quick. So for long eclipse are 8,000 each. So he's willing to part with up to 40 of them.
Well, shit. Should we clean him out?
I mean, if we could take long eclipse,
Yeah.
I would
Do
give
we have
those.
around?
I would sell my 20 normal sized one because all my guns can accept long eclipse. so-
Exactly.
Here's a question. The Samus railgun, does that take Eclipse or actual?
No, railguns fire solid slugs.
And do we have any of those?
You got the ammo drum full. Railgun ammunition is the cheapest around. It's really easy to find. It's essentially just nickel and lead slugs.
Oh, they have to be kind of ferric, don't they? Well, yeah. Well, no, it doesn't have to be. Well,
The
it would have
railguns
to
are-
have a ferric material behind it.
The
but it
railgun
could-
rounds are usually made out of either reinforced lead or tungsten.
Well, then,
Can't remember
how do
if
they
it's
accelerate
better.
it down a barrel?
And have some sort of a magnetic shell.
Like a shell. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I was just like, what? Okay, I mean that makes sense. That works.
All
It
right,
is what
so
it
we're gonna sell all 80 Eclipse and buy his 40 longs.
is. I'll type in
Alright.
20 long
Harder.
eclipse.
That should equal out exactly. If you sell them for 4,000 instead.
That'd work, right?
Because
Split it. He and I can split it. Does Dan want some, right?
Does
What?
Dan use guns?
I think he can.
I can.
Do you want any eclipse? Long eclipse?
No, I just grabbed 4 of the standard.
Okay,
Alright.
well, let's give him 4 long ones instead of 4 short ones. And then that's 8 each for us. Or
Okay.
16 each for or 18 each for us.
Sounds good.
All right.
I mean, we don't want to, we don't want to be like, I've got all these, long eclipse, and you've only got short ones or normal.
No,
ones.
yeah, I mean, long eclipse are always better. So if you've got the option, always take a long eclipse.
Plus, we've got lots of emergency backup power because I know some vehicles can run off long eclipse for periods of time if we want to conserve power or save.
What we
fuel.
should do is take some of this money and get a solar eclipse charger.
That's a good idea. Can we buy that from Papa Poe, or do we got to go to the store?
nope, because all he's got is his nuclear one, and he's not parting with that.
Well, we can't afford a nuclear one anyway. so-
Fair enough.
Actually, we probably could.
We could also, we could buy an Eclipse charger and run it off of the ATV, right? While we're
Well, the
driving.
ATV is either a combustion or electric engine, so it's
It's
not
combustion.
really that good for
Not true.
charging.
Fair enough.
It's a gas engine.
It's a gas engine. That gives it better off-road capability because torque's always better with a gas engine. Or
Oh, that
it's
used to be.
big, right? It's probably a diesel. Diesel's easier to make than gasoline.
That's a fair point.
Unfortunately, Rift just says it's either gasoline or electric, so
okay. Well, yeah.
they don't specify.
Whatever I say the price of the fuel is.
Yeah. Yeah, because like when you refine oil, the first thing you make is jet fuel, and then the second thing you make is diesel, and then the third thing is gasoline because it's even more refined. Or no, I'm sorry, diesel, gasoline, jet fuel. It's diesel first because it's the lowest octane, and you've got to refine it more to get a higher octane, and at the very end is jet fuel.
We're sidetracking.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, diesel also can store for a really long
Don't worry,
time.
I'm sure the people who are listening figure out how the combustion engine works
They can Google it. Yeah.
in a sci-fi car.
All right. So, who all can fly or drive a vehicle?
I can drive the ATV.
I can fly and I can't drive a vehicle.
I can do neither.
Okay, so the cat or the dog is riding in the ATV. I know Maverick can do a hover cycle. I can do a hover cycle.
The cat? Wait,
No, the dog.
the dog?
He's got a dog mask, the lizard Lan.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a
Look
pretty
like a
cool
dog
dog
mask to me.
mask. Pretty badass looking, I'll admit.
Fair enough, whatever.
Or we can buy a nuclear Mountaineer ATV.
It is an option as well.
To
For
get a
500
discount?
for 500,000.
See, here's the
Unfortunately.
question though. Can we use our current gasoline ATV to reduce the price of that nuclear, or just retrofit the gasoline one with the nuclear power supply? Would that be cheaper?
I don't think big bosses can fit a nuke power supply.
Nope. Unless it's jury-rigged into an electrical.
I don't really
Yeah,
like
that would
it.
make sense. But yeah, I wonder how big their nuclear power. Well, if they fit.
Well,
in the
they have them in
power-
hover cycles, so they're not that big, but
You're wondering how big what?
a nuclear, because I know their power armor also has a nuclear power supply. So I'm getting real
yeah.
Master Chief from Halo 2 vibes.
Well,
where
I
it's
can
either a
see-
tiny little stick or it's like this big honking semi truck engine powered thing. I
they're
guess
like
it just
that.
depends on how much power you need to get out
There
of
you
it.
go.
$790,000 credits is the list price.
Yeah, the price is often jacked up 2 or 3 times that.
Availability except in places like Ishpeming, Menastique, Merktown, and
Down in
Arzno.
Arzno.
How do you pronounce Ishpeming?
Ishpeming?
Ishpeming? Okay, because that's in Canada, right?
No, it's right below Canada.
It's like North Dakota.
North
The
Dakota.
fourth Great Lake. Underneath the fourth Great Lake.
So like what, Erie or whatever?
I think so.
Michigan?
I don't. Yeah, I guess so. That's the one of those. The one that's not split into two different states.
That's not split into two different states? Probably Lake Superior then. Because you've got
So,
Ontario, Erie, Huron, Michigan, and Superior.
I mean,
In
they have
order from right to
the
left.
Black Pirate Bay up in Canada above the lake, but Ishpeming
that-
is down south.
That gives you about the ideal of how big and how much a portable nuclear reactor weighs and is in Rift.
Yeah, they're pretty small.
Yeah, it has an energy life of 12 years. Does it have
They
it
fit
weighs
in power
15
armors
pounds?
and can imagine they have like special. The longer they last, the bigger they are. So the bigger they are.
It even comes with adapters to enable the device to recharge unusual and alien e-clips. And the number of high-tech devices that use these clips as a power source, everything from jetpacks, force fields, and stealth suits. It's
Which book did
tremendously
you get that
valuable
from?
piece of equipment.
I
I'm
got that
looking
from
at-
Mark.
Oh,
Murkoff.
oh, because I was looking at the black market one. They're more expensive there.
Well, the Black
Yeah.
Market book is a later timeline.
Yeah,
Fair point.
it is.
I mean, all the stuff in it is already out, but with the exception of like some of the vehicles,
Yeah, but inflation.
that's very true. Someone decides to start making credits for some reason.
Well, I can give you an example of a game right now that's going through a severe inflation.
Well, they are sold by Bandy. It does say that they're sold by Bandy, so it would make sense that they're inflated, considering it's the black market.
Yeah, well, yeah, they would not want to sell stuff that would eat into their bottom line. And recharging Eclipse is big business, so
Yeah.
Now, there are some beings out there that, hell, there's some spells out there that can recharge Eclipse.
So Merc Ops is actually about the same time, if not a little later than Black Market. So I'm gonna go with the Black Markets ones now, right now. So it's got
Yeah,
more
okay.
variety than just the nuclear powered. So we got the gasoline and diesel, the solar powered. and
yeah,
then
the
nuclear
solar one
powered.
is the one that I like.
That pays.
Yeah.
That's 100. That's 1.7 million. So I'll give you a minute to decide on where y'all going next. And by a minute, I mean a week.
Yeah, we can talk about it over the week because it's already after midnight here.
Yeah, I gotta
So
go to bed to get up in the morning.
amen. Me too. This beside the point. Good game, y'all guys. Y'all hit your first big score, and I was I guess I should have been expecting. What I'm saying, I was expecting that. I was expecting you to deny yourselves to start with, but now you got equipment.
Never underestimate
Money.
human greed.
No, he wasn't expecting people to say no. I don't want to hit the coalition.
And then yourselves to turn right around.
Well, we got rid of the major naysayer, so I mean his shoulder went out on us. That was like Providence.
Oh, so
Well-
I guess he would have stayed with the car, I guess.
Yeah, he would have stayed with Papa Poe, and when y'all came back in the morning, that's when y'all go sell the stuff before he comes back and say, "Hey, we got rich out of nowhere."
We made a deal, so now we've got this stuff. Let's go.
Now, he'll
We
probably
made a
question
deal with
that.
a greater demon.
We're rich now at the price of our souls.
Don't worry, I plan on hunting that one later.
Well,
So I'll give
Shall
y'all a
we-
week to decide where y'all going next, whether it's up to down to Kingsdale, to the Freelands, Ishpeming, straight east, or wherever.
I think we need to like either go east or west to get clear of the coalition territory ASAP.
Would you do me a favor, Pilot? Would you put how much money we had in the party stash
All right, a millionth credit.
and how many extra crates worth of missiles we got as well? Because I didn't know how much Lan actually grabbed. You never said so. And I know I've got 36, and I wrote
Right.
that down,
Well,
and I've got it. So
It's worth noting that after this, y'all have done this and have decided to call it a group. They call it a group and have made a joint account, so y'all can now all access the 2.1 million credits.
my fancy future credit card.
See, they said it was 273, right? That's what you calculated it at.
Well, I'm recalculating with the because it's 320K for the 40 longs. We would have got 540. So we're at like 1.86 total after the Eclipse fiasco.
That was close. Boss, I'll stat the ATV through the week, so
I can give you the stat block for it right now if you want.
I know. But I'm gonna end out the game, and that's tonight's game. Big haul. So
Don't
have a
forget
nice
to put
night,
how
all.
many missiles there are, please.
Oh yeah, that's right, missiles.
Yeah, because we've got a bunch of them. That's going to be like our backup money, you know.
Have a
And
nice
we've
night,
got
y'all.
a shit ton for the rocket launchers,